Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling? And it's Good Friday, man. We back to build on this boxing. Give it its just due, how we always do, man. We gonna talk about it, man. We got to talk about the ladies today for a bit, man. We're gonna talk about the ladies. We got a few things we're gonna talk about, man, but we got to get to this ladies female conversation, man. There's been a lot of talk, between who's gonna be Clarissa Shields' next opponent, right? I mean, I always kind of felt it would never be Leila Ali simply because she spent so much damn time out the ring. It just wouldn't make sense for her to come back and try to fight unless she felt like she had something to prove. I don't think that's a fight that she can win with that much time out the ring. Truth be told, I just think Clarissa Shields is a different beast, man. Leila Ali was great. I'll never take nothing from her. Don't have a bad word to say about her, but I think, I just hate that the fact that we kind of always knew they never would fight, but it kind of took the bait and they started like beefing with each other, right? Because naturally with them being, competitors in their own right, with Ali, Laila is seemingly paving the way. I think a lot of people expected Clarissa to kind of like bow down and just kind of take second place. And I think the fact that Clarissa has always stood firm on what she believes, that she's the greatest woman of all time, I think that rubbed people the wrong way. They the media set these questions up and put it in a way that, you know, it will start something between them. And they kind of took the bait. I'm not here to take no sides. I just love the sport. I would have enjoyed the fight, even if it could have happened right now. But the fact that we know it's not, I definitely don't want to see them going back and forth with each other. And the better conversation is Shadasia Green and Clarissa Shields anyway, because that's a real fight. You know, they got a common opponent in Savannah Marshall, and they both fought franchise. It's a good fight for boxing. It's a realistic match. And furthermore, Clarissa did respond. And, you know, she said she'll fight Shadasia Green. This is the second time she's saying it. So, you know, Shadasia reposted it and she on it. She won her shot at the GOAT. I think she deserved it. You know what I'm saying? After her beating Savannah Marshall the way she did convincingly, having a breakout performance, I think the stage is set. And I think the realistic next opponent for Clarissa is Shadasia. I really would love to see it, you know, but we're going to talk about this Leila Ali bit. She did a video. She had a whole response to Clarissa. And, you know, I see people taking sides. And that's one thing I try to make sure I don't do. I just like the sport. I don't have to take sides. I just will, you know, want to see the best fight possible for these ladies. At the end of the day, they both were great. You know what I'm saying? I know people that feel like without no Laila, there's no Clarissa. I get it. But I think Clarissa blazed her own trail. 2-time Olympian. I mean, the accolades speak for themselves. She's just something much different than you've ever seen. You know, Leila Ali, she blazed her own trail too, right? But, you know, she was known as the daughter of one of the greatest fighters that ever lived, that ever laced him up. And I'm pretty sure she reaped benefits from being the daughter of a Muhammad Ali. But make no mistake, she put her work in. She fought the fight. She retired undefeated. She had mostly knockouts. She was it, man. Laila was fun to watch, entertaining. Had nothing bad to say. You know, some people say she should have fought Ann Wolf. She could have fought Ann Wolf, but she didn't. And, you know, different things like that. Listen, I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to talk about what they got going on. And like I said, I hate the fact that they got them kind of going back and forth with each other because they'll never fight each other. So it's like there's no need to try to debate about who's greater. Leila Ali was one of the absolute best of her time, right? I think it wouldn't be much argument if you said that. And I think what Clarissa Shields showed you is that she took it and, you know, and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? She got the light and took it and ran with it. And she's still shining bright to this day, man. She is the GOAT, man. You got to give it to her. I mean, it just is what it is, man. She's proven it time and time again. I think she's going to continue to prove it when she says she's taking on all comers and she's not going to leave no opponents on the table, basically no food on the plate. That's what she's saying. Like, saying Leila Ali should have fought Ann Wolf. She didn't fight her. There's some people that say Leila Ali avoided or ducked Ann Wolf. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to just let it be what it is. But she didn't fight her. Some people felt like Ann Wolf would have possibly knocked her out. I think one of those people is Clarissa Shields. But another reason why Clarissa and Shadasia should fight, because they call Shadasia like the Ann Wolf 2.0, right? So I think that's a great reason. And, Clarissa is being great. She want to be different than Laila. She don't want to leave no opponents, no questions. You know what I'm saying? Leave nothing, no stone unturned. So she got to get that smoke with Shadasia. And I can't wait to see it. All she needed to do was speak it into existence. And I think now we could sit back and enjoy, I think, what's going to be a great fight between them if it happened. Man, before we go any further, man, I just have to set the table real quick. Y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen, hit that like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, support the build. We're going to get to this. Let me say what's up to the people. Jermell, my dog, what's good with the family? How you feeling? Broly in the building, Uncle Villain's in the building, BJ's in the building. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? Jordan is in the building. What's good, homie? Ghetto Fab, Damon, what it do, man? Man, Clarissa Shields, Ace, my dog. You say my high school girl who like picking, being messed with the pretty girls. I like Clarissa, man. DP Rocker, what's good, family? How you feeling? Let's talk fashion, my dog. Remo, GQ, what it do, homie? And man, Ann Wolf would have been tough for both of them. Yeah, Ann Wolf, she a different beast, man. Different beast. But the Ann Wolf of Clarissa's time is looked at as Shadasia Green, so That's a fight that I'm all for. But we gonna get to the video because Laila had a long response. You know, some people say she cooked Clarissa. You know, some people you know, they taking sides, man. Your boy Just, I ain't taking no sides. Look, I love women's boxing. I love the ladies. I rock with Clarissa. I rock with you know, Leila Ali. But if we ain't gonna see the fight, then it ain't much to really speak of in terms of trying to compare them. I'm not interested in that. The only way, true way, definitive way to know who's the better fighter is to put them in the ring. And if 15 million ain't enough to get Laila in the ring, then I don't think nothing will. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she got shit to prove anyway. But that's the thing I don't like about media, because I feel like they know what Clarissa is. They know she's very competitive. They know she's opinionated. She speak her mind. She don't bite her tongue. She say what's on her heart. You know what I'm saying? And when they set these questions up and dress them up and they basically pick them up against each other, they know full well what they doing. You get what I'm saying? So I hate to see the back and forth unless it's going to result into a fight. I'm not really concerned with trying to make one look greater than the other. You just appreciate both of them for the work that they put in. Like, there's no mistaking and ignoring the work that Laila put in. There's no way around it. You can't. It's no way. If you watch women's boxing, you know she was a big part of it when she competed, right? She was at the top of her game, retired undefeated. She was more than just the daughter of one of the greatest fighters ever, right? She made her bones. She proved it. She showed what she was worth, man. And Laila still today look like she could jump back in the ring, right? As far as how she looked like she in phenomenal shape. Still, she aging like wine. You get me? Love to see that from Laila, but I gotta talk about something before we get into that video of Laila's, man. We're gonna play it, we're gonna break it down, react to it, and we're gonna get to some other stuff as well. But I don't know how the guys I'm seeing. Tay, what's good with the fam? Tim Layton, my guy. What's good, Tim? How you feeling, bro? Y'all double tap the screen. Let's get to this. But I don't like how I see the men. I mean, have your favorites and all of that stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pick who you think will win, all that good stuff. But when I see guys, you know, willing to go at Clarissa Shields, all because she had a little back and forth with another female, I can't respect it. You know, I've seen y'all guys go at her personal, trying to, you know, people talk, you know, attacking her looks, and I don't know, it's nasty work. I'm saying y'all go to the bat for Tank Davis because she came out and said Tank Davis scary. So y'all take that as an opportunity to diss Clarissa. It's wild to me. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Y'all man fans are bad for the sport, bro. Y'all willing to attack the most accomplished female boxer in the history of the sport because she spoke what was on her heart or how she felt about y'all favorite fighter being scary. She said he got all the talent in the world. Even with her saying she think he's scary, she picked one guy to beat him, the same guy that she always picked to beat him. But y'all really sat up here and y'all really attacked Clarissa Shields. Y'all talking about how she looked, how Alicia Baumgartner is look like this and Clarissa look like that. I don't rock with that energy, man. I don't rock with that energy. At the end of the day, they was cool. You know, we seen the back and forth how it started. You seen Baumgartner kind of called the GOAT out. You seen the GOAT playing it cool for a while. Then when she snapped and started, you know, putting her foot down, now all of a sudden she a bully and she the bad guy. Y'all used her name. Y'all dragged her name. Y'all started trying to call other women the GOAT. I'm sitting here and watching it. So as it pertains to that, I don't rock with the men. I definitely side with Clarissa. That's nasty work. Y'all really up there on these panels. It's indirectly, y'all like kind of throwing rocks and high in your hands because you know it's the low hanging fruit. Y'all up there attacking how she looked, trying to compare her to other women. Hey, look, truth be told, they all dope. These black women dope. From Laila to Ann Wolf to Baumgartner to Shadasia to Clarissa, they all great. Yeah, I said that. They all special in their own way. They all blazing their own trail. They all, you know, are significant parts of boxing. Laila and Ann Wolf back then, Clarissa, Baumgartner, and Shadasia Green, they making it happen right now. Get what I'm saying? we got to get back to, you know, just enjoying boxing and stop picking sides and favorites and shit like that. Like, you could have your favorite, but if you're going to pick a side too, then you weird. You shouldn't even watch boxing. So I'm here to say, man, shame on all y'all dudes that was shitting on Clarissa Shields on them panels, in them comment sections. Y'all whack. I know some of y'all probably, you know, are bothered by a strong black woman, but I appreciate Clarissa and everything she stand for. I appreciate Laila and everything she stand for. And Wolf, you know, Bumgarner, Shadasia. Like, these women need support, not guys picking sides. Like, it's a damn shame that instead of talking about who will win between Alicia and Clarissa if they was to fight, we talking about who looks better and how this one look. Bro, we not here for that shit. We watch boxing, bro. We watch boxing. And Clarissa Shields has been proven since she laced up a pair of gloves that she one of the coldest things moving. That it can't be argued with, man. You argue with the history that she made, right? So I love to see what she doing. Like I said, I just wish they didn't take the bait as it pertained to, you know, her feelings on Laila. But like I said, the media is they play a nasty game, and they good at pitting us against each other. You know, in a sport where a female like Clarissa had to fight tooth and nail for everything she got, you're not getting her to bow down to no other female. If you're gonna sit up here and try to ask her if she think somebody better than her, you better already know what she coming with. She don't think nobody colder than her. And that's the same as the Michael Jordans, the LeBrons, the Kobe's of the world, like the Ali's. You get what I'm saying? All the greats. Everybody think they be the baddest thing smoking. So we not going to demonize Clarissa for feeling that way all the way to the T. She don't care who you bring up, what female you name in history. She gonna tell you, look, I'm better than all of them. And now I feel like that's how she's supposed to speak, right? I don't want to hear no fighter getting in the media sitting here talking about, you know, well, yeah, man, she could beat me, man. I don't think I could beat her. Y'all know what y'all doing. You ask Clarissa something about smoke with somebody, she gonna let you know, look, can't none of these girls beat me. And we shouldn't be mad at that. But what we should do as fans was we should appreciate the energy and you know, demand her to just stand on business, be a woman of her word, right? She said in a different interview that if Shadasia Green beat Savannah Marshall, she'd fight her. That was one. I think that was on Sway. I think it was Sway. Then she came out more recently and made another post, said she'd fight Shadasia Green. That's what we really should be talking about, not trying to pick sides between her and Laila. I know Laila got the hearts of some of y'all. It's the daughter of the GOAT, Muhammad Ali. I get it. We love Laila too. But look, I ain't going to hold y'all. If they ain't fighting, they ain't really talking about nothing. If that $15 million ain't enough to get you in the ring with Clarissa Shields and have a fight, you ain't really talking about nothing. I ain't picking no sides. I love them both. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't seeing them fight, then move on to the next thing. And I'm going to entertain this Shadasia Green conversation that I've been talking about up here for a while. I told y'all she was going to be here when it was all said and done. I told people the loss to Franchise Cruz was a hiccup. She was going to bounce back. Since then, she's bounced back in a big way. Now she in a position where she got the quote saying that she going to fight her. That's what we should be on. But nah, y'all weak-minded ass dudes on these panels taking shots at Clarissa Shields. Y'all going to bat for Tank like some super fans. That's some shit I expect females to do. Y'all worse than these females, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. All because she said Tank's scary, bro. Like, she ain't the only one that's saying she get asked a question, she can speak her piece. Why are we so sensitive? Don't matter what she think. At the end of the day, do you think Tank's scary? It don't matter what Clarissa thinks. She got her opinion, bro. We should all be able to support these fighters without trashing. She speak her opinion and she say who she think can beat them, and all of a sudden she everything under the sun but Clarissa. Nah, man, I stand with Clarissa as it opposed, you know, to these dudes that's out here going against her and bashing her and getting on panels, going in on her. Y'all weak, man. Y'all weak in y'all lane, man. She really it. She really is one of the absolute best athletes in sports. She really is, man. She really a different breed. She a breath of fresh air. She confident. She put on. You get what I'm saying? And she stand on business, man. I don't see how we can't get behind that as a talent and her message, man. She came like I was having a conversation with my bro earlier. You talking about a female that comes from a place where they can't even drink water? They can't even drink the water where she from. Like, she was, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, her battle started before she even stepped in a boxing ring. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you think a person like that can't even drink the water in a town where they represent out there in Flint, you think she gonna bow down when you ask her about if somebody is better than her or who's the greatest or the best? Bro, y'all already looking for trouble, man. So shout out to Clarissa for always standing on her square, being willing to prove that she's the best, not just say it. She's been proving that shit too. She ain't just been talking. She been proving it. I can see if she was just talking and yapping. Nah, she been proving that she been one of the absolute best since she been in the sport, man. And that's undeniable. So you don't gotta like her personality. You don't gotta like the way she look. You don't gotta like the way she dress or speak. Or you could be bothered by her confidence all you want. But if it's one thing, if you're a genuine sports fan, you gotta respect the where she's coming from, the work she put in. You get what I'm saying? The accomplishments, the success she had. There's no way you could look at that stuff and downplay it. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all favorite fighter is the guy that she just said scary, but attacking her ain't gonna change her opinion. Attacking her ain't gonna make him fight all the guys that y'all told us for months that he was gonna fight. So yeah, man, look, I love the confidence of Clarissa. She not sitting around waiting for no newspaper, or should I say no blogger or no journalist to tell her she great. She gonna tell you she great. She gonna show you she great. She gonna tell you some more, and then she gonna keep showing it to you. That's just what she is, bro. You get what I'm saying? She's one of a kind, and I appreciate her for being her, standing on her square, being confident in her spot, and being willing to fight tooth and nail for everything she got in boxing, bro. I rock with that. I mean, we rocking with the Black Queens. I'm not taking no side. I might could pick a winner who I think a win or lose, but I'm not taking no side. When they going personal and going back and forth at each other, that's on them. When they talking boxing again, that's when I'll be back. You know what I mean? Don't hurt no Nikki versus Cardi. Yeah. And dragging it out, because that's what I'm feeling like. Stressed out boxing. What it do? Shout out to my homie Emmanuel, Jose Diaz. Wait, my guy turning? Why he ain't in blue? Shout out to Jose. What's good? Stressed out boxing. What it do? Shields no competition. Why even address it? They know they know she real competition, man. They know it. And she hasn't been in no real controversy. Yeah, facts. Shout out to Boogeyman Jones. Right, she been doing it the right way. See, but that's the thing, Manuel. Is it arrogance when you keep proving it, right? Is it arrogance when you keep proving it? You get what I'm saying? When you keep proving it time and time again, and people keep counting you out, like they literally try to build Savannah Marshall's career off an amateur win that she should have never even got. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's confidence. We've been conditioned to think a confident person is an arrogant one. Nah, I can see if she wasn't able to stand on the shit that she say, she really stand on that shit. Like she is one of a kind, and she really go out there and prove it. She currently still, people don't even feel like she got that much competition left. Name a man in any weight class that you could say definitively is running out of competition. And then you think about Clarissa Shields and what she means to women's boxing, and then I think you can see how special that is. The difference is what they don't like, bro. She knows she great. She knows it. They rather her sit back and wait for somebody to tell her, hey man, you're great. You're not. She like, bro, I know this. Look what I did. I won this gold medal back. I won back-to-back gold medals. Look, I snatched up all the titles right here. How many people could say their first fight was a franchise cruise, a pro debut, right? It's so much shit that she's proven. And listen, despite constantly proving it, they still trying to find ways to take it from her. She built up the name, the GOAT. She earned that shit through hard work. And then somebody come into the game, and now they start trying to label somebody else the GOAT. It's like at every turn, they trying to find a way to knock her down the peg because they feel like she's too confident. But instead of trying to write articles and hit pieces, instead of getting on panels, down talking her and trashing her, won't you get somebody in the ring that you think can beat her? That's the only thing that can shut her up. That's the only thing that's going to slow Clarissa down. It's not an article that you could write. It's not no negative conversation that you could have. None of that shit moves her. All you're going to do is fuel her fire, and she going to talk more shit the next time she go in the ring, beat somebody's ass, and make history. So Nah, I appreciate her outspoken nature, bro. Like, man, hell with that. We get to label ourselves great. We don't got to sit around and wait for nobody else to do it. Shout out to Samuel. What's good with it? You get what I'm saying? She constantly showed us. See, but Emmanuel, it's only arrogant to people that don't understand her, right? You get what I'm saying? With no other fighter do they say this with. Never mind that. Shit. Was Ali arrogant? Ali talked more shit than a little bit. He had losses and all types of shit. Get what I'm saying? Multiple. We talk more shit. Shout out to the GOAT. RIP to the GOAT. We talk more shit than a little bit. They probably thought he was arrogant too. But as long as you prove it, you can't really argue it. You get what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Think about it. She in a male-dominated sport. Get what I'm saying? Where even when she accomplished something that you never seen before, they still try to knock it down the peg. Oh, nah. Katie Taylor's the most influential woman in women's boxing. Nah, man. I don't know about that. Clarissa Shields, man, is special. And we got to make sure that we let everybody know we understand there's nothing wrong with talking about how special our fighters are. Don't let nobody make you feel like you can't highlight how great she is, because she's that. And how do you know? Because you can't name another counterpart with the same accolades and accomplishments. Blaze the Trail, she got less than 20 fights and got all of that history on her side. Shit, man, I think to compete in boxing you and be at the highest level, maybe you are arrogant to a degree. But who says arrogance is a bad thing? It's only bad when people can't understand it. And I think it's for good reason. It's not like it's blind confidence. She going out there, beating ass, barely even having close fights, not losing a lot of rounds. She running out of competition. The female has went all the way up to what they call in heavyweight in women's boxing to seek out challenges. Like, that shit is the epitome of what it means to be great. It's nothing short of, like, that shit is special, bro. That's why you don't see nobody else doing it. Can you name somebody else that started what she started at, went all the way up? She's seeking out challenges. Now she actively talking about fighting Shadasia Green, who coming off the best win in her career. Clarissa Shields is really that. I really think so. She's really that. You get what I'm saying? Laila couldn't beat Ann Wolf. Shit, Clarissa would agree with you, Frank. Clarissa would agree with you. They call everybody arrogant because it's a coping mechanism to help you overcome the trials of the hood. They want to break you down. Hey, Uncle Villain, bro, they always want to put a cap on how great you are. They always want to limit how great you get to say that you are. Think about something, y'all. Think about something. I watch people on a regular basis, bro. I watch people on a regular basis write hit pieces on Terence, Crawford, and Boots. And what I mean by that, the hit pieces is all negative articles. And nobody seems to question how negative these people are. Write up these articles. No matter how much history Terence Crawford achieved, they still writing them off. They still dragging them in the media. They still just showing no respect and like downplaying everything he's accomplished, bro. Nobody goes to them and say, hey, man, why you talking that way, right? But then let Terence Crawford come out and let him start talking his shit. Like, man, look, I'm a 3-weight, undisputed champion. I'm a 5-division, world champion. Then he gonna be arrogant, right? But in reality, he just telling the truth. He just telling the truth. That dude made history, and he got history on his side that nobody else got. Get what I'm saying? We gotta appreciate that. And when we hear a guy recognizing his greatness, we shouldn't be trying to find ways to like knock him down the peg or humble him, as they like to say. That's why I don't even like the word humble, because it only come up when it's pertaining to specific individuals. And that's what they want Clarissa to be. So she ain't dimming her light or her brightness for nobody. She not turning her greatness down for nobody. And I appreciate that about her. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm gonna ever knock her for understanding and recognizing her value as a fighter and realizing that she's special. She's great. You get what I'm saying? That's what she is, bro. So, like I said, man, the world doesn't get to determine how great you think you are. You get what I'm saying? Like I said before, I always appreciated that about Clarissa. She ain't sitting around waiting for the news to tell her that she's special. She gonna show you it, and then she gonna talk her shit. She gonna piss you off. You gonna hate. you're probably going to go write a negative article about her, and she's just going to keep winning. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the people that really enjoy boxing and understand that. I think to compete in this sport, especially at the highest level, shit, maybe you do got to be arrogant to a degree. Maybe you do. Maybe a part of you do got to be arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's what it takes for her to be successful at the level she's been successful at. If that's what makes her tick, if that's when she's able to operate at her absolute best, talking her shit, I'm completely cool with it, man. I don't want to change nothing about her. I'm cool with seeing Clarissa go out there and talk it how she and walk it how she talk it. Man, I'm saying? So, JP, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? It's just nasty work to see the men, like I said, attacking her and different things like that. I can't rock with that, bro. Can't rock with it, man. Never seen nothing like that. So many men being willing to go at, you know what I'm saying? Go at this lady. I mean, this damn world champion, one of the jewels of the boxing world, man. Y'all up here finding creative ways to diss her. Crazy.
Of me making a comeback to boxing, and people have had a lot.
So we're going to get to this, man, because this is what has been going on. There's been a lot of buzz about this. And we're going to get to it. We're going to listen together to see what Laila had to say. This was her response. Peace out. A lot of people like the way she responded. I purposely didn't listen to it all so I could listen to it with y'all. So we're going to get it. Laila was the best in her. Clarissa was the best in her. Man, shout out to Shelton, man. Hey, Shelton, you get me? And that's coming from a guy, I think, that just appreciated both eras, man. You get me? You get me, man. But Clarissa is truly like, and again, boxing evolves. You could say Laila paved the way, but Clarissa took that paved way and she took it and ran with it. You get me? In a huge way. But yeah, that's how I'm on it though, Shelton. Unless they fighting, I don't care to try to magically compare their resumes and none of that. Look, I just think Clarissa's special, and Laila was too for her time. And she aging like wine, by the way. But let's get to this, man. Let's get to this.
To say, but I have not addressed it until now. And I know everyone wants to know the answer to the question, will I be coming back? And I promise you, I'm going to give you that answer. But first, I have got to address the lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago. Now, someone's gotten way too comfortable dragging my name and even using my father's name to get attention and clout. Now, in case you haven't heard it, her story is that I didn't support her and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy and envy over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen a lot of the comments. Many of you have good discernment and understand what's really going on here, while others have believed her lies over the years or have formed an opinion without having all the facts. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negativity, drama, and buffoonery. But I'm not about to let someone with bad character continue running freely, dragging my name without accountability.
That's not going to happen.
Come on now, listen. Leila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't going to do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Laila can rumble, though.
And Wolf would have knocked Leila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila so pretty ass out.
So this right here is the consequence. Now, I have been busy working on other projects that required all of my time and focus, which is why I'm just now saying something. But honey, I have made the time to address this. So today, the bad guy ain't getting away. Now let's hit rewind because we really need to see what's happened over the years, what got us here. Now, I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing, so let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics the second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her. Now, this is just,
I don't think real quick, I'm gonna try to like let this rock out and play through so I don't keep stopping it. But I don't think is necessarily just as simple as saying you hating. I think we had these situations a lot when you have people that are true competitors at the top of their game. That's like nobody is going to bow down to the next person because they're great, right? And I think as competitive as Clarissa is, the fact that they women, man, you know, women can be a little catty. Look, I ain't saying she perfect, but I don't think she hates on Laila. I think her opinion over time with them keep asking her the question has kind of gotten a little more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never heard her say, oh, that's just my Muhammad Ali daughter. Like, she respected her, but I think after so many times to keep getting asked about somebody, compared to somebody, start to get annoyed. And I think that's what you hear. But my whole thing is this. If I know you don't like somebody, then why do I ask you about them? I can't ask. We can't get mad when somebody's asked about somebody and they give their honest opinion. And that's what I'm tired of seeing. People are like too sensitive. Like, whatever Clarissa's opinion of Laila is her opinion. My opinion of Laila stays the same. My opinion of Clarissa stays the same unless somebody in the ring can prove otherwise, right? Shout out to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling today? Always good to see. So I don't think they hating on each other. I just think it's competition, man. And whenever you that competitive, as competitive as Clarissa is, look, this is the same female that was sparring men and been dropped by a man in sparring, talked about beating up men, right? She's just so super competitive, and I think that's where it comes from. That's just me, in my opinion. I think her comments come from a place of competitive nature and not hatred. You know what I'm saying? But let's hear
Just
it
a
out.
shortened version of the 6-minute piece that aired on CBS in 2016. 21-year-old Clarissa Shields is as confident as her right hand is powerful. Soon, Clarissa will be heading to Rio for the Olympics to try and do something that has never been done before. I sat down to talk with her about changing history and being a positive spark for her hometown. You should have heard the story by now. The one about a kid from Flint, Michigan who has gone toe-to-toe with adversity and stands undefeated.
But I'll always go back to Flint and help.
I know that when I was fighting, any of my struggles that I had to overcome, or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on in the world, I would use that anger, and take it into the ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done that?
I did that a lot. I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl, and that kind of helped me because after I boxed, that was my ultimate.
We need more of this. We need more of these sit downs. Like, I guarantee you, if they got to sit down and chop it up again, all this shit will go by the wayside. At the end of the day, people just drama kings and queens, man. They just want to see people go back and forth. My thing is, if it ain't going to be about them getting in the ring, all the other stuff really don't matter. I don't care about who looks better. I love them both. How about that? And they both could fight their ass off. But we ain't talking about who going to win in the boxing match that's coming up, because they done got Laila the money she looking for and Clarissa with it, then I don't care about that. I'm not pitting them against each other in that way. The only way I want to see them against each other is this, if it's in competition in the ring where it's fair and it makes sense. I'm not about to compare them two women, man. I rock with them both. I ain't got no sides. Laila is a great, and Clarissa is too. It's simple. I love them both.
High, and I feel like my life was perfect for at least 2 weeks. So
Clarissa's father, a former underground fighter, was passionate about boxing.
he went on to tell me that Muhammad Ali's daughter, Laila, took after him. And he's like, and my dad, he says to this day, Laila's a bad girl. He says all the time. He said, nobody in our family took up boxing. I thought when he told me that, he was telling me to take after him.
Clarissa beat the odds to win gold in 2012. When the Olympics start in August, she'll try to be the first American boxer to win back-to-back gold medals. Everybody's going to be fighting you harder. Everybody's going to be trying to elevate their game. They're going to be running hard. They're going to be training hard. They're going to be dreaming about beating you. How are you preparing for that mentally and physically?
Honestly, I've learned how to beat every fighting style. Tall girls, short girls, girls my size. Because I'm like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty great, I don't know what
You're supposed to feel that way about yourself.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't have been able to get to this level if you didn't feel that way about yourself.
Yes.
I don't know about you ladies, but I have absolutely no doubt that Clarissa.
You see that? Real quick, I just want to hit on, you see how she telling her? You got to think a certain way about yourself. You can't get to the level you've been at if you don't think like that about yourself. You get what I'm saying? You got to think like, and I think that's just what I'm saying. Ultimately, I think Clarissa Shields' comments is more from a competitive and annoyed place rather than, oh, I'm just hating on her. Because somebody that's as accomplished as Clarissa has no reason to hate. Then people be throwing little slugs. Oh, that's because Laila prettier. I don't give a damn about that. the end of the day, man, they both been at the top of their games, man. Clarissa is doing really well for herself and the sport of women's boxing, right? So I don't care about the personal attacks. I don't have nothing bad to say about neither. I just wish maybe sometime in the future they could have another one of those sit downs and kind of put all that stuff to bed. Because at the end of the day, what I'm getting from all of this is they're not going to fight. If they're not going to fight, I'm not going to be talking about them. Not against each other if it ain't in the
going
fight.
to win gold again in the Olympics. Women's boxing wasn't even in the Olympics when I was boxing, so I'm like, do it for us, because she's in the weight class I would have been in. So I'm like, go get it, girl, go get it. There's a lot of women who have been training for a long time, and nobody knows who they are. So the Olympics just really gives them a platform and something to strive towards. I didn't even fight amateur because I was like, I can't go to the Olympics. Why should I do that? You know, I wanted to be in control of my career, but it's so great to see these young girls coming up.
To be jealous, for me, you got to have a reason to be jealous of. I could see if Clarissa Shields was like in the shadow of Leila Ali or something like that. That's not the case. She blazed her own trail. She got history on her side and done things that Leila hasn't done. So I don't see no reason why she would be jealous. And she's in the crop of fighters that's making more money than any of the women would have been making far as fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see a need to be jealous. I just think when you at the top and you making a case for being one of the absolute best, and that's what it is when we think of Leila, like you said it, Shelton, and Leila time, you felt like she was the best. Clarissa time, she the best. You see what I'm saying? You going butt heads, man, when you looked at as the best, man. And we got to stop acting like we don't know what this.
You know, we've got 9-year-olds now and 10-year-olds, and they're inspired by people like Clarissa. Now, as you can see, I was genuinely rooting for her. I gave her praise. I gave her a spotlight. When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her about the challenges that I faced fighting at 168, where there was limited competition, and I suggested that if she decided to turn pro, she should consider going down in weight somewhere around 148, where she would have more competitive challenges. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite next level shape. I pointed her in the right direction, and I had high hopes for her. Whether she decided to turn pro or not, I felt like her future was bright if she played her cards right. But of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature. And I know those are strong words, but they actually fit. This girl has created a pattern. It's been directed towards many people time and time again. Now, before we started our interview in Colorado, she said to me, "You're the name people say when it comes to women's boxing. You're the face they know. I want that to be me." Now, looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now. She told me she saw me as the face of women's boxing, and she told me that she wanted my spot. And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her and she took it personal. Fast forward to 2018, I was promoting my cookbook, Food for Life, and went on the breakfast.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this, and I'm trying to let it rock out. Y'all entitled to think how y'all think. I'm not a guy that push jealousy angles. Why? Because I don't look at it like that way. I ain't never been jealous of a single soul in my life, so I'm not going to put that on somebody else. Again, if you can't tell me what she has to be jealous of, like, what are we talking about? Like, Clarissa ain't hurting, and neither was Leila. Like, what we jealous of what? Like, she made history that Leila will never make, and that's okay. Leila done it her way, and she got out the game at undefeated and at the top of her game, being one of the absolute best. But I'll tell you this. I'll say this. I think Clarissa is in a position to leave absolutely no doubt who's the best if she fights them all. You know what I'm saying? But all that jealousy angle stuff, I'm not with that. I don't know where that's. I don't know. Maybe they females, right? I don't know. They say that's a female's trait. I don't want to put that on women. I just don't look at it as, I don't see the whole jealousy angle. I see her wanting that spot though. I see her competitive nature and her wanting the spot, but I don't see jealousy. Like she got to be like hurting for some or not in a position, or she not artificial. Like her spot is earned. Like Clarissa being the GWOAT, you got to think she's looked at as the GWOAT. The GWOAT. That means greatest woman of all time. She got that label. It's solidified. I don't think she got to hate on nobody. You get what I'm saying? That she don't got to be jealous of nobody. but she was clear. She want that spot. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why it's competitive nature,
a national
bro.
show with
Hannibal
millions of listeners. I did a 36-minute interview, and when the topic of boxing came up,
Yeah,
I actually
know
mentioned
Hannibal,
her
they
and
only
made
say
positive
one way.
comments.
I
Then much
see it
later
the
into
other
the
way.
interview, I was asked about the possibility of a comeback.
Would you ever get back in the ring just for fun?
You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my. I just turned 40.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
No.
I know.
Leila,
I just turned 40. I can't believe it
either.
either. Because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I can pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
How did you and your husband argue? Because he can't, usually they don't say,
Ain't
you can
about
say
straddling the fence. See, let me tell you, I don't know who you are, what you are, because I don't know what you're going by. I don't know if you're a female or male, but let me just let you know this. I don't even know how long you've been listening to me because I just started seeing you. It ain't got shit to do with straddling no fence. Let me be clear. The difference between me, what you're not used to hearing, is a balance tape. That shit you call straddling the fence, that's not going too far to the left or to the right. Get used to it over here because I'm never switching up the way I do content. I'm not a toxic motherfucker. If you want me to sit up here and push that they jealous, you will be probably cheering me on right now. But I ain't doing that weak ass shit. It's not about straddling the fence. It's about being fair to boxing, to the situation, and not picking a side like y'all weak-minded ass people. Because you dumbasses, think about it. A situation between women that got absolutely nothing to do with us. Y'all want me to pick one side. I'm siding with boxing. I want to see them fight. If they can't fight, then I have no interest in talking about it after this point. So I'm gonna let this video rock out, but miss me with that straddling the fence shit. Miss me with that. You want to go hear some toxic boxing? Go click somewhere else, because I'm pretty sure you can hear a lot of that shit. You can hear somebody tell you how hateful Clarissa Shields is, or how Leila Ali can't, hold Clarissa Shields' jock strap. I'm not doing that weak ass shit. I don't care how old the account is. The account might be old, but the person running it might be just as old as one of y'all. So it don't matter. Just cooking. I'm cooking anybody with that weird shit. When you come over here, know where you at, man. Read the room. Read the room or get cooked. Straight like that. Ain't no straddling the fence. You want to hear toxic boxing talk? What you want me to tell you? I like one of them more than the other? Get that weird ass shit out of here. I like boxing. Bro. And I like both of these women. And I'm not picking no fucking side unless they fight each other. And if they fight, obviously I got Clarissa because she been a lot more active. Ain't nobody jumping in the ring 15, 16 years out and beating her. Now go cry, punch the air, do whatever it is that you do. Let's get back to this, man. Marcus was good with it,
but with
bro.
you can't say that slickness.
You was on the Food Network's Chopped.
Yes.
And you won.
I did a couple times.
So what brings you more joy, winning in the ring or winning in the kitchen?
I just like to win, period. Definitely boxing is my first love. And, cooking is something that I'm super passionate about.
Gotcha.
It'll be a part of my life.
What fan want to see a 50-year-old fight a 30-year-old lame Leila great? A 30-year-old lame, man. I don't know who the hell you are, but you might need to take that doctor about your name, fan. Ain't nothing lame about neither one of these women. See? Whatever Miss Cookies or whatever the fuck your name is. See, this is what you want me to do. See that? This is what I don't do. So tell me again, what's lame about Leila and what's lame about Ali? You know what's lame? The fact that these two women ain't never gonna fight, but they got them against each other. You know what's fucking lame? The fact that they know how old Leila is. They know how long she been out the ring. So why even ask her about Clarissa? Why? Why even ask about it? Why even keep asking them about each other if you know their history been a little rocky? That's what's fucking lame. They been stopped. The shit been stopped. That shit died down and started back up. Why? Because when she get in interviews, they know what they're doing. They can't see the fight, so they'd rather see them fight online and then have fans pick fucking sides. Get your weak ass out of here, man. Get that weak shit out of here, man. I support both of them. I'm not siding with one or the other. If they're not fighting each other, this the only time I'm going to talk about this or play this video. That's what y'all want to see? Y'all want to, ain't nothing lame about what Clarissa has done and meant to the sport of boxing, and Leila has been nothing but special as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Special as well. Shout out to Bleed. Man, these people weird, bro. Like, that's what y'all want to see. That's the difference between me and you. I'm not about to take a side. I like them both. Before there ever was a Clarissa Shields, I seen what Leila Ali was doing. And it was fun to watch. She was beating shit up. She was beating shit up. I loved it. It wasn't nothing bad to say. She retired at the top of her game, and Clarissa might do the same. You looking at as two of the absolute best talents in boxing, in women's boxing, bro. When I ain't picking no fucking side. Get that weak ass shit out of here, man. I don't pick sides. We pick winners, or we just sit there and watch the fight. That's it. That's all. Double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button. Support the grind.
Not somebody who sits back and complains about things. You know, I think everything happens in due time. You got Clarissa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Now remember, at the time, we were on good terms. She was reaching out to me and referring to me as Big Sis. But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Leila Ali. You know, I have so much respect for her. You know, and I like her. I actually call her my big sis, but it was so many shots thrown. Like, if y'all really paid attention, you know, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the #1 in my weight class. And, you know, I'm just like, you know.
I'm going to stop it right. I'm going to stop it right then and there. The whole reason she responding right now, because she's saying, she heard her say, there's nobody in the 168-pound weight class that would give her a challenge. And she says she know I'm the #1 person. Her competitive nature is the whole reason why this conversation exists. If Clarissa was the go along, get along type, if she wasn't the outspoken type, this probably wouldn't even be a thing. She probably just keep going. But that's her competitive nature. Maybe Laila wasn't looking at it as throwing shots, but that's how she taking it, right? Like, think about that. Look at it from that side. You in an interview saying, there's nobody at 168 pounds that will give me a challenge. But Clarissa is there. So what is that saying? Nobody can mess with me. At the end of the day, they're both competitive. That's the whole reason this conversation exists. Laila not backing down, and she shouldn't. She shouldn't. She didn't do it in her boxing career, and she shouldn't do it now. Clarissa Shields ain't backing down. That's all. You don't got to. It don't take no rocket science like to figure this shit out. Didn't I tell y'all the very first thing she said? You basically undermining me being that I'm the #1 at 168 pounds, but you're in an interview saying nobody would challenge you at the weight class. What about me? That's the competitive nature. It's not a right or wrong thing. I can't tell her what to be motivated by or what to be triggered by. She felt like she was slighted. So she spoke on it. Shout out to Sunchild. What's good with it, bro? That's all.
And you know, I just feel like, you know, she gave props where it's due, but you know, she also spoke on how, you know, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great enough for her. When it's like we got two different goals and sets in life. You know, me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. You know, even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO.
Always 2 sides.
I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now.
Right or wrong.
You know, fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. You know, and yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't there, and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and so the girls that Leila Ali fought wasn't, you know, that great either. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen, and you know, if Leila Ali wants to come back, we can rumble, we can go. You know, this is not like, oh, I'm gonna step away. Like I respect her and everything, but you know, you're not gonna come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. You know, I just don't like the disrespect. And this is my last video too about this. You know, I never used her name to try to be like, you know, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she talking about she come out of retirement, she just gonna beat me if she decided to.
Now, of course, I didn't respond to this, but I noted it. For someone who hardly had any experience as a professional boxer and who was supposedly looking up to me, for her to think that I would even call her name in a conversation about me fighting or making a comeback was silly to me. Especially since I had literally told her that I retired from boxing because I didn't feel inspired or challenged anymore by the level of competition that was available to me. We had that talk. So I learned a lot about her character and her mindset. She took what I said out of context and made it all about her. I decided I was no longer going to invest time or energy into her. But she, on the other hand, she took it straight to social media, started comparing her boxing skills to mine, making negative comments about me, and pitting herself against me in a fight. A year later, I was doing press for my show Homemade Simple on OWN, so I went on Sway Universe, another syndicated.
Real quick too. You can't say that there's nobody at a weight class that'll challenge you in the entire weight class. And then when somebody responds directly to your comment saying nobody at 168 pounds could challenge me, then you play the I'm 50 role. Get that weak ass shit out of here. See, the one or the other. You didn't say in my day, if I was in my prime, nobody at 168 pounds would be able to rock with me. She said nobody today at 168 pounds is competition for her. That's what she said, Clarissa included. Then when Clarissa responds, it's out of y'all don't hear it. She's competitive. She like, what you mean can't nobody challenge you? I'm right here. She ain't looking at it like, I'm picking on a 50-year-old. No, the 50-year-old just said me and everybody in the division can't challenge her right now. But as soon as I challenge her, it's, she 50. That's lame. Man, shut up, man. Y'all weird and too sensitive, bro. She boxed. But Mike Tyson could get in there with Jake Paul. I don't want to hear shit. They let Mike Tyson get in the ring. They let Roy get back in the ring, old as hell. I don't want to hear shit. We keep talking about how good Laila look, how young she look, how in shape she is. All right, well, you keep talking about boxing, and somebody going to want you back in the ring. Clarissa barking up that tree, you never going to get her to shut up. So if you're going to say, can't nobody in the division where she campaign at can compete with you now, you don't get to say, I'm old. I ain't fought in this. Why are you even interjecting yourself in current boxing conversation now? Simple. That's not a knock on Laila. That's me understanding where Clarissa is coming from. Hold on. What you mean nobody? That's a competitor in her. She said, you just said nobody? She ain't thinking about how old you is and none of that. Y'all making it personal because she talking about fighting a girl. Nah, man, you going to fight. I want to see it.
National show with millions of listeners. We were talking, he asked me about boxing. He asked me about her. I said positive comments as usual. Then he plays one of her visits.
Are you watching women's boxing today?
Oh, yeah.
You like Clarissa?
I do. I think that she's a talented fighter. And she has the opportunity right now. The stage is set, so now she just has to kind of do her thing.
You goofy.
I talk about Homemade Simple, Aaron, Saturdays, 9 a.m. on the OWN network. Okay, it's an incredible show. I had Clarissa here, right? I asked her who did she think would win and you against you in your prime and her now. And this is what she said.
She not good.
So again, like I said in the beginning, goofy, the media does this shit. Why are you asking one of the absolute most competitive individuals in the sport of boxing about fighting anybody? Why? Why even ask the question? That's where it started. I ain't never seen Clarissa Shields get in no interview and just bring up Laila. They always do it. Now, how she responds is up to her. But I ain't never, unless I missed it, I never seen her go in no interview and just for no reason bring it up herself. They always do it. And that is the shit that I'm trying to tell y'all that y'all missing. That's the corny shit. You know Laila been out the ring for more than 15 years. Why are you even asking one of the most competitive people that you had, male or female, about how a fight with them would go? What is she supposed to say? Yeah, man, I think Laila give me a run for my money, man. Yeah, Laila, man, that's Muhammad Ali, man. I can't do nothing with her. What's she supposed to say? What is she supposed to say? Get that shit out of here. So unless you can send me the audio where Clarissa just got in an interview and she's saying, I'll just bring Laila up for no reason, then miss me with that shit. The media does this shit all the time, and I'll be mad that we take the bait. I'd be like, don't ask me no questions about somebody that I can't even fight. That would have put all that shit to bed. How do you think a fight would go? What you think Clarissa about to say? Same thing Laila gonna say when you ask her how a fight gonna go. She answered honestly in her heart. She gonna tell you she'd beat Clarissa ass, and she's supposed to say that. She's supposed to say that shit. Shout out to AB Salute. What's good with it? Say Laila playing victim. It just to me, it's like acting like it's coming out of nowhere. I don't see jealousy. It's competitive nature. It's like why ask somebody about how a fight gonna go and they in the prime of their career? What is she supposed to say? Clarissa don't think nobody could beat her. You get what I'm saying? shout out to my guy.
Like me,
Cat.
she don't
I've
take the
been said
challenges.
that.
Like
I
she
mean,
didn't fight against
I've been said that
Wolf.
they fighting,
I
but
fight against the best and
I'm
beat
still
the
gonna
best.
talk
And if
about
Leila
it
Ali
first.
was to come my retirement, I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's the greatest.
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift people, and I think that on your way up, just do your best not to disparage those that have come before you. First of all, she could never beat me.
Okay.
Let me just get that straight right now.
You want to get that straight, Leila?
Let's get that straight right now.
First of all, she can never beat me. That's that competitive. That's Leila. That's the fighter in her. That's the fighter in her. So right there, I'm gonna take that clip and be like, "Oh, look, she hating on Clarissa. She said she could beat her." Y'all be acting like kids, man. Kids. She even admitted that she's saying what she's supposed to say, and then turned around and said the same shit Clarissa said. Well, y'all calm down with the trying to make one girl right or the other one wrong. Neither one of them are right or wrong. It's not a right or wrong thing. They both can entitled to feel how they want to feel. That's what y'all not pointing out. I'm not picking nobody's side. I like them both. I don't think they did nothing wrong. It's competitive nature. But the real problem is the media from even asking this fucking question because they know what they're doing. And I truly wish that whenever either of them got asked about the other, they'd be like, next question. I rock with her. Don't ask me no questions. She was great for her. I wish they'd just do that because they know exactly what they're doing, bro. They know what they're doing. Yeah, let me ask Clarissa Shields, the most competitive woman in female in women's boxing or in boxing, period. One of the most competitive people. Let me ask her about a hypothetical fight with her and Leila and see what she said. Well, come on, man. They know what they doing. Don't ask people about shit, man. They both do this shit. Why would you ask them about it? You know what they gonna say.
And this is what she said.
Yeah,
She not
I'm
good
with
like
you,
me.
man. I'm with you. You know, these some side picking people. They just not gonna force me to pick a side because they done it. I don't got a side. I just know they competitive and
She don't take the challenges. Like she didn't fight against Wolf. I fight against the best and beat the best. And if Leila Ali was to come out of retirement, I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's the greatest.
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift people, and I think that on your way up, just do your best not to disparage those that have come before you. First of all, she could never beat me.
Okay.
Let me just get that straight right now.
You want to get that straight, Leila?
Let's get that straight right now.
Okay.
And not simply because she's not strong enough, okay, because I would definitely knock her out, but because she's not talented enough to beat me. It's a sweet science.
Now, with y'all whining, complaining asses, where did you hear Clarissa say she ain't talented? She said that girl ain't talented enough to beat her. Who in here think that? Who in here or who in boxing questions Clarissa Shields' talent? Anybody? Anybody? She just took a shot at her talent. She said she is not talented and pretty much said she ain't strong enough or talented enough. I'll knock her out and she's not talented enough to beat me. Miss me with that weird shit, man. She said what she said too. And guess what? That's not Leila being jealous. That's Leila speaking like a fighter. The fighter spirit kicked in. She like, man, this girl can't beat me. She ain't talented enough to beat me. That's Ali. That's Ali's daughter, man. She gonna talk her shit, and she's supposed to. You think I'm gonna go get in the media and be like, man, Leila was hating on Clarissa, man. Leila, look at her hating. She ain't hating. She talking how she's supposed to talk. With the lovely, beautiful Leila Ali. Talk your shit, queen. I ain't mad at
boxing, the reason why you have not been able to knock out the
one
opponents that you've already faced, I can totally see it. Why?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if you would have been a little more respectful, and I'm not talking about thinking you can beat me and call that, do all that. I'm talking about just trying to, she didn't do this, she didn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't respect her as a boxer. I only respect her as a businesswoman. I've heard her say that before. I was always there for her because she's a young black girl from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, Flint.
And I want to help uplift her because that's the Ali way. I am successful in so many areas outside of boxing. Boxing is not what defines me. There's always going to be another girl. But I tell you what, when I offered her to spar me, that definitely was a check right there to see. Let me see what kind of heart she has. You should come whoop me just for bragging rights. And she didn't take me up on that offer. I said, okay.
What? But y'all in here talking about who want to see a 30-year-old fight a 50-year-old. Who want to see a 30-year-old fight a 50-year-old? And again, you can't expect nobody to fight you for bragging rights when she's actively doing this shit for money. That's like asking you in the prime of your career to go spar somebody for bragging rights with no money on the line. That shit wouldn't even make sense. That would be stupid. If y'all gonna do that, then you might as well fight. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. So it is what it is. Damon, my dog, man, what's good with it? I told you, Damon. Told you, just sit back. That's why I played the video.
And let's put this in context. I'm only talking about this because you're asking me. She's done a ton of interviews since then, and she's always saying I disrespected her. Now you've seen what she's been referring to. So she felt justified to go on a tirade. And of course, she's twisted the story over the years and taken my comments out of context. Now, according to her, I just started talking about knocking her out just out of jealousy. Now you've seen what I said, what she said, how this started, and you can see
if you asking me what Laila was supposed to say, she wasn't supposed to question her talent. She questioned her as a talent. She said she ain't talented enough to beat her. That's a direct shot at that's different than saying I'll beat somebody. You know what I'm saying? She said she don't have the talent to beat her. When we all know that's the last thing that's true. That's the furthest thing from the truth. If Leila Ali is gonna beat her, it'll just because she better than Clarissa. It won't be a lack of talent on Clarissa's side. Poi, what's good with it?
pitted herself against me in a fight. Now I know some of this younger generation may not be familiar with me, but I've never been one to just talk about things I can't do. When I said that I would knock her out back in 2019, it wasn't any different than what I've said to anyone who's challenged me in the past. You can go back and look at tape on me. That was not just talk for me. It's what I did. TKO, KO, it didn't matter. I was going to stop you. It wasn't going to a decision. And if you didn't belong in there with me, I was going to get you out of there. That's just facts. That's not disrespect. That's boxing talk. Back then in 2020, I did get to a point where I was ready to get back in the ring and show her why, even though she is talented, I said it back then and I'm saying it now, but she could never outbox me. High-level promoters did reach out to me directly and we had some serious conversations about me making a comeback. Now, of course, she was never even involved in any of those discussions. Then COVID happened, you know how that was, and it all went away and I left it alone. Now, here is just a small glimpse of the narrative that she's been building over the years.
But I feel like Leila Ali has always been kind of envious of me. I'm just so accomplished in women's boxing and she never got that due diligence and that respect. So to see me getting it kind of pisses her off. So you look at who she fought, her biggest test was freaking Vonda Ward and Christy Martin. And Christy Martin weighed in at 140 pounds and Leila Ali was 160. Like, how are you making matches like that? So Leila Ali is a hater. That's it. Nothing but her being a hater and her being, envious of my success and what I've done for women's boxing. And she feels like she deserves that credit because everybody kind of give it to me now. And I think that she's like, but, I'm Ali daughter and I boxed before her and I'm 24-0 with 21 knockouts. And she kind of, want people to keep acknowledging her. She's retired.
She's retired.
And
she's
probably
retired for 43.
I hate when somebody else try to take somebody else's shine, somebody else's attention. It's like she's, nobody was trying to take her attention when it was her time. Undisputed champion. She's never been undisputed. And people are comparing me to her and she gets offended. When it was like, to me, I thought it was a good comparison because I feel like I box way better than her. And for them to be saying that me and her are equal or whatever, she should have been happy because of that, because they're giving her more props on her skills, which I feel like she didn't really have that much. But, whatever.
There you go.
Yeah, we had Leila Ali. Respect. But she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. I'm going to be different because I'm going to give my blessing or I'm going to let a girl take her blessing. And what that means, I'm going to fight the young girls coming up. And if they beat me, now they're the best. That's how you do it.
Sound like she said she questioned her boxing skills as well. So they both did it. At the end of the day, this is why you don't ask people that's competitive as these two ladies are and ask them about each other. What is they supposed to say? They both supposed to say exactly what they saying, man. If they want to talk shit, they could talk shit. They both backed it up. Neither one of them going back down. This is the same shit I've been saying. I ain't saying she wrong for saying Clarissa ain't talented enough, but she definitely said it. That's going an extra mile. Saying somebody can't beat you and saying somebody not talented enough to beat you is different. But at the end of the day, it's all fighting words, man. You're a fighter, and she spoke like a fighter. And I ain't tripping on neither one of them was speaking how a fighter's supposed to speak. My thing is, why keep asking them about each other?
My advice, Leila, is you will look a lot better
knowing they can't fight.
And people will stop calling you a hater and calling you jealous and old and bitter. If you actually stop hating, bro, you will look better if you was to support the black girl from Flint who made it out the trenches to where she at now. You will look a lot better. She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing. When people give her props about how she built up women's boxing, and I just don't feel the same way. What really did you do for women's boxing? Like, you let it die. You let it die for 20 years, and then I had to come and put in all this extra work to get it to where it is now. I think that wasn't fair, and I don't think that she was as big as a pioneer in women's boxing as she thinks she was. Because I would never do that. I would pass the torch.
There are hundreds and hundreds of women who have participated.
Well, I say after a while, man, they just fanning the flames. They just keep fanning the flames, keep asking them about each other. You know, it's kind of beef. It ain't nothing good they're going to say about each other because they too competitive. They're going to talk their shit and they're going to move on,
in the sport of boxing over the years. They have all made a contribution in their own way. We don't need to argue over who's done more. That destructive crab in a barrel mentality is exactly what we don't need in the sport. Here she is.
But that's what they doing. That's why they keep asking y'all about each other. There's no good intentions behind it because they know one is extremely older than the other. Y'all have two totally different points in y'all lives. So each and every time somebody brings y'all up and asks y'all about fighting each other, you already know what type of time they on. But once the snowball and the shitstorm start, you don't know where it started at. So you just see them two going at each other when in reality, look how many platforms they both been on where they keep getting asked about each other. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they gonna fight, but they'll keep asking, hey, man, what do you think about Clarissa Shields? Hey, what do you think about Laila? Hey, what do you think about Clarissa? It's like, it's kind of weak, man. It's kind of weak. It's almost over, though, yeah.
On a recent podcast explaining how she's passing the torch and that she has created a blueprint for success, which she is now sharing with other female fighters. She says that the number one thing they need to know is how to build their brand.
I actually promote a woman fighter, and I'm giving her all the jewels and stuff that I know so she can get her big paydays too. It's a blueprint now on how you make $1 million, even if you don't have the gold medals. The biggest blueprint is build your brand.
Oh, she must have forgot years ago she recorded this and said that I gave her the piece of advice that she is now referring to as the most valuable piece of information that you need to be successful. But supposedly I didn't support her and I didn't want to pass the torch.
Leila Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And he said have the people behind me who I trust.
So this whole idea that she started about me being jealous because of her accolades and her surpassing me, do you realize that for years, fans have believed that there's so many fighters that are better than me? I mean, they have more titles than me. Multi-million-dollar fights are happening. More money than I ever made. More money than she's making. So I guess if I'm supposedly jealous of her, I must be hating on them too, right? Nope, I actually celebrate other women's success. I have relationships with those women. We have mutual respect. It's all love. She's the only one who decided to make herself my opposition. And she has created this drama and she's kept it going for the past 8 years. People came to know her because she kept calling out my name. She's obsessed with me and she literally cannot keep the name Leila Ali out her mouth. There are people who will say she's confident. She talks trash. That's what fighters do. Yes, fighters talk. Nobody did it better than my father and me, and we backed it up. I've never had a problem with the fighter saying they could beat me or that they think they're better than me. That's expected. I don't consider that disrespect. But what I do have a problem with is a liar or someone who intentionally tries to disparage me in order to gain visibility and respect. As I mentioned in my interview on Sway, about 8 years ago, I offered her sparring during one of our phone conversations. I was like 40, 41. It was just to give her some work. Well, she changed that subject and never took me up on the sparring. So when I mentioned it on Sway, there was a lot of comments from the public because people were surprised that she wouldn't have taken that opportunity. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know, there would have been camera phones. It would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do and vice versa. So I guess.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. The only thing I don't like about that sparring, she not flexing with the sparring shit. because you're asking somebody to stop in the middle of their career, some shit that they get paid for, do some shit for free just for bragging rights when y'all can do it with money on the line. Like, I don't see why the fuck that would even make sense. I don't see why. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why. You know what I mean? I don't care how she looks, Shelton. You know what I'm saying? I want to be fucking clear, man. Let me turn the camera on. Y'all can interpret all of this shit the way y'all want. I'm not trying to sway your opinion. I don't want to change how you think. Think how you want. If you think this make Clarissa, I don't care. I don't give a damn. For me, it's not that deep. If they wasn't, I've seen this shit before, media orchestrated beef where they keep asking people about each other, knowing they have no intent on ever fighting. She out here advocating that she should have gotten a ring and sparred you with cameras and shit. Sound like a fight to me. Hell no. If I'm Clarissa, I don't do it either. If we ain't fighting in the ring, I'm not doing it for free with cameras and shit. We might as well fight and get paid to do it. What the hell? I'm not knocking it, but that shit sound pretty dumb. You don't box no more. Yeah, do it for free. I'm not doing that. I get paid to do this shit. So nah, I don't care how it make Clarissa look. To me, I think both of them in the same boat. I don't look at it one of them right or wrong. I never say either girl is right or either female is wrong. They can both pop their shit, but if they not fighting, I don't really care. That's why I'm glad this shit is over with. It's pretty dead for me, man. I don't care.
After the feedback and comments that she saw, she felt the need to take it to social media and put out an excuse.
The girl ain't talented enough.
That if I was so tough.
There has been.
I think it's a longer version of this shit too. Hold on. It might be. Hold on. Give me a second, Shaw. I think it was like one with like 8 more minutes or something to it. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Yeah, man. Y'all can feel if you pick a side. Say you think one. Feel how you want to feel. I don't give a damn. I'm not here to change how nobody think about these ladies, man. I'm just I speak my piece, and then y'all can speak y'all's. I don't give a damn how I make her look. I just wish they would stop asking them about each other if they wasn't fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? You said the world's still waiting on part 2. Yeah, everything boxing was good with it, bro. Was good with it. My only gripe with the whole situation was how men was attacking Clarissa over the shit and picking sides. I never said Laila was wrong. I never said she looks bad. I never said Clarissa was wrong. I never said she looked bad. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm just having a logical, reasonable conversation. When you ask 2 people that competed at the highest level of a sport about each other, this is the response you're going to get. You get what I'm saying? This is what you're going to get. They know full well what their intent was to continue to ask them about each other, knowing they're not fighting each other. This is what I be saying. Like, the media knows full well what they do, man, and we take the bait and we fall for this shit every single time. We fall for this shit. Which one got on the biker shorts? You stupid. You want to see the weigh-ins? It's the GOAT era right now. It really is, though. It really is. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all double tap the screen, man. We're going to get to this. I think this is the one.
And people have had a lot to say.
Let me see something. All right, give me a second, y'all. Because I think it's a slightly longer, it was a slightly longer version of this. You know what I'm saying? It was a slightly longer version, I thought, when she was talking at the end. Yeah, man. I just, like I said, man, I stand on what I say, man. I've seen this shit. I seen this play way before it even got to this point. And I've seen the intent behind it. They're not asking for no good reason. They know full well what they be doing, bro. You're going to ask 2 people about fighting each other, knowing that the possibility is less than likely. But yeah, let me still ask Laila about her. Let me see what she's gonna say. Know what they be doing. The media know what's up. And I don't agree to disagree. I think that's some played out shit. The only people that agree to disagree are people that think they gotta be right or wrong. If you're trying to be right or wrong, then you sit up and agree and disagree with people. I don't do that shit. It's a waste.
I'm like, okay, well.
She talking about practice.
Here we go.
Take the LRC. She talking about practice.
This was the part where it cut off at. My bad, y'all.
Make herself my opposition. And she has created this drama and she's kept it going for the past 8 years. People came to know her because she kept calling out my name. She's obsessed with me and she literally
I ain't gonna lie, people know Clarissa Shields because of them 2 gold medals. Being looked at as one of the best to do it in the Olympics, the Flint, Michigan story, and then her beating ass. You know what I mean? I think them mentioning, I don't think the mention of Laila's name has done anything for her in terms of what her talent didn't do for her, right? But I understand Laila's position. Like you mentioning me, I get it. I don't side with neither one. I'm not against neither one. I think they both have a legit stance where they're coming from. I think as athletes, it's easy to get lost in translation, right? When you talking back and forth, at the end of the day, they both feel like they'll beat each other, right? They both feel like they better than the other. That's all. There's no harm, no foul, man. There's no right or wrong person in all of this. But like I said, once you let the media get a hold of it, you could forget about it. Because now we looking at it as we don't even know where this shit started at. And I say, man, the media is a nasty place, man. Instead of asking Laila, what's your thoughts on Clarissa Shields as a talent? You know, what do you think she's doing for women's boxing? They'll ask her, well, what do you think about a fight between you and her? And there you go. There go the shit. So I'm willing to bet you if neither one of them never got asked about the other one, we wouldn't even be here today. We wouldn't be here.
Cannot keep the name Leila Ali out her mouth. There are people who will say, she's confident, she talks trash. That's what fighters do. Yes, fighters talk. Nobody did it better than my father and me, and we backed it up. I've never had a problem with a fighter saying they could beat me or that they think they're better than me. That's expected. I don't consider that disrespect. But what I do have a problem with is a liar or someone who intentionally tries to disparage me in order to gain visibility and respect. As I mentioned in my interview on Sway, about 8 years ago, I offered her sparring during one of our phone conversations. I was like 40-41. It was just to give her some work. Well, she changed that subject and never took me up on the sparring. So when I mentioned it on Sway, there was a lot of comments from the public because people were surprised that she wouldn't have taken that opportunity. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know, there would have been camera phones. It would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do and vice versa.
And just to be fair, I think if the roles was reversed and it was Clarissa offering the sparring as a retired fighter and it was Laila still in the prime of her career, I think Laila would have had a similar response. Why would I do something for free that I do for the money right now? Right? I don't think she wrong or, you know, for not taking her up on the sparring. I just didn't expect that. Like you talking about doing it with the money on the line with everybody watching, right? Because what's the point of cameras and all of that weird shit, right? What's the point of cameras and microphones and press if you're not going to get paid to do it? Why even spar? Why? If everybody's going to get to see it, you better off just getting paid top dollar for your work. That's all. That's just my thoughts on it. Like, I don't think the sparring would approve much.
So I guess after the feedback and comments that she saw, she felt the need to take it to social media and put out an excuse.
You said that room so clean where I can stream your background. Right.
That I would have sparred her for brownie points. I am a 2-time Olympic champ. Only thing that matters to me is what happened outside of practice. She talking about practice.
She kept pulling that AI. Look at Clarissa pulling that AI move. Talk about practice.
I don't get work with anybody. All I care about is fighting. But like I said, she don't really care about women's boxing.
So that was her response. Why sparring? It doesn't mean anything. But many years later, she comes up with a whole new story.
And the thing is, she keeps saying, one time she asked me to spar. Let me tell you this. Jason Crutchfield was my eyes and my ears back then because I was naive. I don't pay attention to stuff. Jason had already told me back then she feels some type of way. Coming in, gold medals and doing your thing, he was like, she feels some type of way. But she's still embracing you, though. And I said, okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Jordan. Yeah, Jordan.
But I had mad love for her, though. So it was like, the closest thing to Muhammad Ali is Leila Ali. So I love this girl. You know what I'm saying? And looked into her, took her advice and everything. He said, when we going down here, because she had appointed me to give Muhammad Ali the Liberty Medal in Philadelphia. Now that when she asked me to spar, I said, you want to spar me? And that's when it was more of like a, dang, I hate that coach was right about you. I'm like, okay, well, we can spar when you want to spar. I got my stuff in the car. She like, no, it ain't like that. I'm more about, let's not talk about it, let's be about it.
Now, you know that was a flat out lie. We know that if that were true, she would have said it years ago when it first was mentioned that she wouldn't spar me. There is absolutely no way she would have passed up the chance to tell everyone that she called my bluff and I backed down. Now, can you imagine if she and I were to get in the ring and spar back then? You know, there would have been camera phones, it would have been recorded. She would have proof of what she could do and vice versa. I did an interview with Andre for his podcast too before I had a chance to see her episode. And if you go watch her interview, everything's I think this, somebody told me that, no facts. I need you to understand how deep this goes with this girl. Now I know she's on a constant search for validation. She needs to feel important, and it's obvious she's fixated on me. But watch how she sits on The Breakfast Club, the same show she saw me on back in 2018 when I said I wasn't making a comeback. She goes on in 2020 after dragging my name for years and acts like she has no idea why I no longer support her or want anything to do with her. Now, she knows The Breakfast Club is a national show with millions of listeners, so she's careful not to say anything negative about me because that wouldn't fit the story she's trying to sell. Instead, she plays it safe so she can position herself as the victim.
Do I want to fight a 41 or 40-year-old Leila Ali? No. I want to actually her embrace me, I embrace her, and we build women's boxing to the place where it's supposed to be at.
That's the message I support right there. Them building women's boxing. Like, I think the petty back and forth is what that's the only thing I'm against. I'm not against nothing Laila said. She entitled to say everything she said. I'm not siding with either girl, either lady, should I say, in this situation. I think it's unfortunate because I've seen this shit a mile away a long time ago. I was like, they're gonna be asking these girls about each other until eventually you're gonna hear Clarissa speak like a fighter, and then Laila gonna do the same thing. Before you know, you're gonna have some fake ass beef going on with two of the best women that represented women's boxing. Instead of having them working together and building boxing, they going at each other, and that's just how the media prefer it. Just what it is. I seen this shit a mile away. Seen it a mile away, y'all.
But I don't think she sees that vision. Like she doesn't show me any kind of support. Like I see her all the time comment on this other boxer girl page, Katie Taylor, and always telling her congrats and everything. But then with me, it's like she don't show any kind of respect or acknowledgement. And I'm a black girl just like she is, who came apart, and I have to been making my way forever. Like I made my own way. I wasn't handed anything. Just about supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? But
I wonder why she wouldn't though. Like, what, did you say something about her back in the day?
I just think that in boxing, she feel like she never got her fair share. I feel like she never got to the point where she wanted to get to. And people recognize Leila Ali, but they always try to say like, oh, she only was big because of her dad, and they don't really give her props on her skills. I'm not one of those people. And then some people say that she didn't fight Ann Wolf, but me being a woman fighter, now I realize that it's hard to make big fights with other big women. It really is. So think about it. Back then, when it wasn't a lot of money, wasn't TV exposure, I kind of can see why her and Ann Wolf didn't fight. But people's story is that she was scared of Ann Wolf, and Ann Wolf would have knocked her out. And that's their story.
3 months later, she takes her mask off and she's back to her usual story.
Well, Ann Wolf, you were a better fighter than her. And I believe that that's where this whole beef started from. That, you know, I spoke on that. She hates whenever your name gets mentioned. She still to this day mentions your name. Say how you were scared of her, how you didn't want to fight her. And I don't believe that for 1 second. And she may have a bigger name, but that's because women's boxing wasn't supported how we are now. If Leila Ali came up in this generation, she would not be known. Nobody would know of her. I know for a fact you would have put Leila Ali ass to sleep. So just because you couldn't do it, you know, you didn't have the opportunity because, you know, she didn't want to sign a paper to fight you, I'm letting you know now, I'm going to kick her ass for the both of us.
Yeah, we all know Leila Dudley and Wolf. We know that. We don't got to, she know that. Everybody know that. It's literally written, I think, somewhere.
Now, I've seen this before with Ann Wolf, another fighter who used the same playbook. Both of these women have a lot in common in terms of the way they've been able to get visibility for themselves by using my name and making up lies. Since I'm in the season of pulling skirts, I'm gonna go ahead and pull hers too, and I'm gonna do another video on her next. That lie that I would not fight her has been told so many times as if it's a true fact. So I'll be gathering my receipts on her too, since she wants to start talking again. This one is so detached and delusional that she actually praises my father while trying to trash his daughter.
Yeah, we had Leila Ali, but she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. Because I kind of feel like God wants me to be like the next Muhammad Ali. I think it's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, me. That's it. Learn from Muhammad Ali. If you don't validate yourself first, nobody else ever will. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. Right now, it's my time. And she wants to keep her name connected to mine. Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
Now, what father would embrace someone like her or want to be associated with someone like her while she's trying to tear down his very own child? My father was the greatest of all time because not only did he have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind style in the ring, he was also a remarkable individual outside of it. He used his platform to uplift and inspire people. He carried himself with integrity, kindness, and grace. He was someone our community could be proud of, and he represented us well. You know what my father would say? She's a generic wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside of the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she has become a disappointment. She is a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture.
Spend it. Beneficial. Fuck them if they win against you. You don't need them bitches with you. Her man ain't got no balls, so you know his dick little. Not them fake hoes, do it for the real women. I ain't fuck these niggas 2 years still bitching.
Not
Girls
the lyrics.
who think they just so pretty and just because they born light skinned that they just all that. That they can come up with shit talking shit. I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes.
You have a clear picture of what our relationship was and what exactly happened in the past that led to today. Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her accomplishments? So in part 2, I'm going to discuss that $15 million offer and finally answer the question everyone wants to know. Will I be coming back to boxing to get that knockout? If you want to know when part 2 drops, turn on your notifications.
Man, shout out to Leila Ali, man. Much respect to this queen, man. What she did for women's boxing, you can't. I don't know. There's no way you could dim that light, you know. She had a father that represented the sport at the highest level. He meant more. He was bigger than boxing, right? Like the way he meant to people was bigger than boxing, right? And she followed up. You know, she took whatever light, whatever, whatever came with her being the daughter of one of the greatest, right? The greatest of all time. And she beat a lot of ass, man. Leila Ali, I don't know, special, man. It's nothing bad to say. You know what I'm saying? When I hear all of this, you can understand Layla's point. You can understand Clarissa. I think Clarissa has always felt like people are trying to take her, take her shine, dim her light. And if you don't believe me, just think about how she built up the name, the GOAT, and then they came along and started calling Amanda Serrano the GOAT when they know her name is the real deal. You get what I'm saying? So, excuse me, y'all. So, I think that I could be wrong. In my opinion, I always thought Clarissa Shields operated with a bit of a chip on her shoulder, right? Feeling like she always had to go twice as hard to prove herself, right? You get what I'm saying? And even when she built up, I think she copyrighted and trademarked the name GOAT, right? And really made it hers, right? And then they start trying to call somebody else the GOAT. So that's just one of the examples of things that they do to kind of take little digs at her. And I think because she felt like she's worked so hard to get there, like she's very sensitive about that. I don't think she don't play no games about that, that GOAT shit. Like, it's only one GOAT, and that's her. So look, you talking about two great talents, two great female fighters. At the end of the day, man, who's better than the other? I mean, shit, take your pick. I don't really care. I don't really care. But I think at the end of the day, man, I like them both. And I'm always trying to come from a place where I understand. Leila Ali put this video together. It was well put together. She had her receipts. You know what I mean? Look, it's hard to argue that. She brought the shit. She took her time with this one. She took her time responding, and I see why. Like, I get it. So she pointed out to all the times where she was spoken on. But one thing that wasn't pointed out in this video, and there's no knock on Laila, she did what she was supposed to do with the information. The media still kind of, they always orchestrate this beast. They always find a way to draw a wedge, and we take the bait every time. We take the bait. So I'm standing on that. It's not a right or wrong. Nobody's right or wrong for speaking how they feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to take a side to come to that conclusion. I like them both. I just think Laila, the way she put that, you can't tell me after watching this video that she don't have a point to feel the way she feels. And then it's the same for Clarissa. She has her side and her story and why she feel the way she feel. But ultimately, I wish it was back to where they had it at, where they was sitting down cordial and she was giving Clarissa game. Some of the game that she was able to give Clarissa was something that she's able to take with her career to this day. So I don't think Laila's jealous of anything. She don't have a reason to be. Like, look, she's still doing well for herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Out of all the people that still actively boxing, they went and found Laila name to pull up and try to make us a possible opponent of Clarissa's, right? So that speaks volumes about the kind of fighter I think that Laila was, or Laila is, right? So I rock with them both. I hate to see them go back and forth. The bigger story is that they're not fighting. You know, the 15 million thing is, I guess, it ain't good enough. But I don't think Laila has shit to prove, man. I just wish from this point on, they'll stop asking one about the other, right? Y'all know how we all know how they feel. They competitive, man. And I don't think it's gonna be nothing different right now. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa's super competitive, and so is Laila for good reasons, man. It was two of the best when they done it, man. But again, I rock with both of these ladies, man. I don't take a side. I don't need to take a side. I wish it was something. I hope they could come to a common ground. Maybe they could spar in private on their own time or something like that. Or maybe just sit down and have a conversation, bury the hatchet, and just move on. You know what I'm saying? They not fighting. Again, one of the things that brought me here was seeing how bad people talked about Clarissa, man. They talked about her really bad, man. And I get it. You feel like she wrong, and you feel like she wrong, have at it. But it still don't take away from what she's done in women's boxing, bro. You can't deny that shit. Can't deny it. Ali, she blazed her own trail. You can't deny it. You know, I like the fact that she pulled her receipts and she taking her time. She said she doing it part two. She said Ann Wolf talking, said all this talk about me ducking Ann Wolf ain't true. And she gonna prove it. So look, you can't argue with Laila's receipts. She brought that shit. She took her time. She put that thing together. It was well edited. I mean, she had examples. And she was pretty classy, man. She done it the right way, man. Laila was up there acting her age, man. You know what I mean? She done it the right way. She didn't respond with anger or just be silly about it. It was smart. Very tasteful, Laila. That's why we appreciate you. You see? You don't gotta take no side. Clarissa, man, y'all, maybe one day they'll sit down and have a conversation, bro. Make an AI just do. I need to, right? Make an AI. That AI might go crazy. They might play games with it. Man, but look, shout out to them ladies. Let's keep rocking, man. Double tap the screen on this Friday build, man. We're going to get to this. Boxing Housewives, I'm telling you. That's what it's like. I try to make some sense out of it, but at the end of the day, that's not. Let me say this again for you. Let me try not to fly off the handle because you might not know. That's not my smoke detector. That is a carbon monoxide detector, and that shit already been changed. It keep going off, so I might have to get a whole new one. So I don't know why you would come in and you would worry about the smoke alarm instead of adding to the conversation. It's weird to me. Like I never understood that. Why people do that. Fuck a smoke alarm. You hear me talking for 2, 3, 4 hours. Worry about the smoke alarm. She threw a couple little jabs. She was invited to stand next to me. Yeah, she threw a couple little jabs. That's that competitive spirit, B-Dog. It ain't nothing too crazy. It ain't nothing too crazy about it. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing too crazy. I don't think nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll be like, why the hell do they be worried about that shit? Stupid fool. Stupid idiot. Stupid. Another stupid idiot, man. Stupid ass. There we go. Yeah, like, bro, dumbass dude, already been that another dumbass. You want me to go fix the carbon monoxide detector? Man, boy, I'm about to go off, man. Let me keep building. So let's keep getting back to this. So like I was saying, man, shout out to both of these ladies, man. I don't side with neither one. I'm not against either one. They both had an opportunity to speak how they feel. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it on both ends, bro. At the end of the day, they're competitors. They're two competitors. I think if Laila was younger, then we might have a conversation as far as them fighting. I think the fact that she's been out the ring so long, it would be really dangerous and risky for her to try to jump in there with somebody like Clarissa right now. You get what I'm saying? That'd be dangerous, bro. It'd be risky. Do I think she got anything to prove after this long off? No. Boxing is a young person sport, right? You long in the tooth, the last place you want to be is in a boxing ring getting punched on. So she gave her chunk of flesh to boxing, right? She showed us how great she was when she boxed. So I don't think her fighting Clarissa, I don't think that's something she has to do. And like I said, for me, I just hope they stop asking them about each other because they're never gonna fight. It's obvious. And like I said, 15 million ain't enough to get Laila in the ring. Then, not saying she need the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she's doing good without it. So shout out to Laila. I'm here for it. I like good edits. I like good content. This was a good, well-edited video with receipts and different things. She out here aging like fine wine, still looking good. I ain't taking no sides, man. I just wish that maybe they could go have a conversation and get the media up out of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Today is a really interesting day. I had to take the spectacles off, man. I had to. Oh, boy. Whew, shit. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, let this just be the end of it. Like I said, I seen this coming a mile away. Official everything was good, my bro. How you feeling? Clarissa will watch her in the ring now. Laila will continue to stroke Clarissa outside the ring. What up, Josh? Yeah, she got her as far as if you're gonna make video edits with receipts and stuff. Yeah, you got it. You got it. But I think in terms of a fight, in terms of a fight, you get me? It ain't gonna happen. We ain't getting to see no fight. So I hope they do bury that hatchet after this. As far as what she gained from fighting Shields, that's a question for the people that keep asking her or them about each other. You gotta ask them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask them. What will she gain for fighting Shields? What they said, $15 million, and who don't need money? So I'm pretty sure that money ain't it's not bad money. Shit, for what? What is it? They fight 10 rounds, 2-minute rounds, 20 minutes of work. 20 minutes of work, 15 million. Sound like easy math to me. But the same token, if you like, bro, I proved myself and I ain't got nothing else to prove to the sport, I'm cool with that. But I'm not the one going to ask Laila about Clarissa or Clarissa about Laila because they one retired, one still active. But what the conversation we about to have is about to move past Laila because we about to have a conversation about somebody that she did say she would fight that we know will fight her back. So that's the good conversation. Yeah, they all do. And they all should have a high opinion of themselves, man. I think people in general should have a high opinion of themselves regardless, right? Don't sit around and wait for somebody to tell you great, man. You know what I'm saying? Be great. Go out there and do it. The Food Network talking good, taking good care of. She might turn out all that money. I guess so. Ali name on top were more than 15 mil. I don't know. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna get to argue. I ain't gonna say it is or it ain't, but I'm just thinking 15 million for 20 minutes of work under the lights. You know what I'm saying? It's a quick little money grab. But for me, I never like this. I'm not a guy that's sitting around trying to see how, let's get them to fight, but they kept asking them about it. So I think that question really is to the people that continue to ask them about fighting each other. I want to know how a fight between them would go. I really don't care. You know what I mean? So now that I know they're not fighting, shout out to them ladies. Much respect to these queens, man. We support them. No, Laila, we rock with you. You know, we rock with you. Once you had 15 million is about, because what was Clarissa gonna get? I was putting up over 30 million for that fight. Yeah, I think they said they got somebody. Not I think. I know they said they had got the money, but I don't think that's something Laila trying to do. I don't feel like I don't think she feels she has anything left to prove. And I think part of her knows that that's very risky. No matter how good she thinks she is, you come back after that amount of time off. When you start talking about how old you are, you keep making references to how old you are, how long you've been out the ring. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So we're gonna talk about it, man. Let's keep moving though. Let's keep moving. I don't think Clarissa is focused on Leila Ali. The media did that shit, bro. And they took the bait respectfully. The media proposed that question to them. Once they knew that it was some type of competitive edge between both of them, they kept it continuing to ask one about the other. That's what they did. And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep rolling. So, a better conversation than this fight that's not going to happen is Leila Ali. Clarissa Shields and Shadasia Green. This is what Clarissa said in a recent clip.
Little Shadasia, even though my big sis already kicked your ass, I got you. You want to get your ass kicked by me. That's cool. I do it. What we do?
Yeah, it's a damn song. Why is it still playing? Big Sis Franchise Cruz. So look, I like that because that's a fight that needs to happen. Shadasia reposted it. Shadasia ready. She been saying it for a while. She did fight Franchise Cruz. She came up short. I know she just talking her shit, so I don't expect her to know what the numbers are. But you could look at them numbers better. Yeah, you could look at the fight and tell that wasn't no landslide victory for Franchise Cruz. She did win. She won. She landed like 2-3 more punches than Shadasia, right? Like she really didn't outland her by a lot. It wasn't no wide victory. It wasn't like one of those fights where you could talk a whole lot of shit. You won. You can talk some shit because you won, but make no mistake about it. I think if they ever fought in a rematch, I got her beaten. I got Shadasia Green winning a rematch for sure. I like the way she's improved since the last time the last time they fought. Well, when they fought the first time around, I think Shadasia's gotten better. Franchise Cruz, I don't like triangle theories much, but Franchise Cruz did get in there with Savannah. She got chipped up pretty good. Got beat up by Savannah, and Savannah got beat up by Shadasia. Now you got Clarissa Shields talking about bringing that smoke. And I want to say, yeah, it was a close-ass fight. She didn't get her ass beat. So, yeah, Cal, Big Sis is Franchise. I'm going to play it one more time, and we're going to keep it moving. We're going to talk about this for a second.
Little Shadasia, even though my big sis already kicked your ass, I got you. You want to get your ass kicked by me. That's cool. I do it. What we do?
Oh, I like the energy because that's the second time. D Brown, what it do, homie? That's the energy right there that we need to see. We need to see that fight. They need to go in there and fight each other. May the best woman win, man. May the best lady win, man. I like them both. Y'all know Shadasia, my girl, though. I just like to see her get her just do her flowers. I like to see her get an opportunity to fight somebody like Clarissa. Clarissa don't have a ton of opponents out there, right? So I think her and Shadasia make all the sense in the world. I like the fact that she said, I do it. Like, I like that. I like that energy, Clarissa, So Shadasia said, well, we don't, we don't. So that's the next fight. I hope for both of them. I really do. But this is the crazy part, y'all. This is the crazy part. Clarissa is saying, her big sis, that's Franchise Cruz, because, her and Franchise fought in their pro debut. her and Clarissa did, right? Clarissa got the nod. But since then, Franchon been wanting that smoke. She been wanting a rematch. She been frustrated. She took to social media a couple times, man. She said they playing games, man. Said they out here playing games, man. They ain't trying to fight, and they playing games, G. Said they playing games, and they not trying to fight. So, I don't know, man. I think, damn, I missed this one. I think that's an interesting decision. I think more people will want to see Shadasia and Clarissa for the first time rather than a rematch between her and Franchon. I don't think, me personally, I don't think it's a lot of people that feel like Franchon Cruz will beat you get what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people feel like Franchon Cruz will beat Clarissa Shields in a rematch. So, and I don't hear people clamoring for it. I don't hear people clamoring to see a rematch between the two. But I know Franchon been doing her thing ever since, and she want that rematch, and I ain't mad at her. She want that rematch back, but I don't think she gonna get it. I don't think she gonna get it. I really don't. I don't think she gonna get it. And again, if Clarissa come out and fight, my bad, y'all. If Clarissa come out and fight Shadasia, man, look, that's moving one step closer to, you know, her not having nobody else to fight. Because she said when she retired, she ain't leaving nobody on the table. She fighting everybody. She said how Ann Wolf and Laila didn't fight. She said she not going to do that. She ain't leaving no food on the table, so to speak. She going to fight everybody. So I hope she stay true to that. If she stay true to that, then we could see her and Shadasia in the ring. I think that's the next great fight to make. I ain't going to lie. For Clarissa, because this Leila Ali thing has been something I think that took over the media a little bit. But at the end of the day, man, they not at the end of the day, they're not gonna really fight. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna really fight. And they shouldn't, bro, because like I said, man, I can see this a mile away. They do this all the time with our fighters. Like, people don't even get it. They did it with Laila and Clarissa. They did it with Floyd and Roy. I don't care what you say. They do it all the time. Anytime we got top guys, we do it all the time. We try to make a beef between the two instead of just appreciating the talent. And then we end up picking or siding with one or the other one. In reality, we should just rock with both of them. They not fighting each other. I'm not picking no side. That's the only way I pick who's going to win out of the two. Other than that, I appreciate Laila and everything she's done. And the same for Clarissa, man. I appreciate the fact that she's willing to fight Shadasia Green, somebody that, you know, they both got a common opponent with Franchon and Savannah. Oh, it's a good fight, man. He said them AI muscles got looking like Leonard versus Clarence. Nah, that's Clarenzo. Hey, Clarissa Shields got an alter ego, bro. That's Clarenzo, bro. That's Clarenzo. You know what I'm saying? That's Clarenzo. That's what she said, her alter ego. Shout out to my dog 702, man. You know we rocking with it, man. You know we rocking with the sweet Terminator. You know what's up. Y'all hit that like button, man. We gonna rock out. We gonna rock. We ain't done. Y'all stupid. Y'all know they AI is taking over, G. Y'all know what's up. But yeah, man, look, it's a good fight, bro. It's a good fight if it happen, man. Yeah, nah, we gonna keep building. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all stupid. Kind of looking like Anthony Yard. Nah, we gonna keep building, man. We gonna keep building. So look, I just wanted to say this before we wrap up, y'all. I don't like to pick one side or the other, because a lot of times as an individual, you got the right to feel how you feel about any situation that pertains to you in a situation that you got going on. So when they ask Clarissa about Laila and vice versa, Laila about Clarissa, we already know, man, just from seeing how they carry their careers, that it wasn't going to be nothing super nice they was going to have to say. We knew after a matter of time before they start, you know what I mean? It's a matter of time before they start, taking a little shots at each other. And think about it. What else is they going to do? You keep asking a competitor what's going to happen if they get in the ring with another person and she ain't never lost a fight. You think she's supposed to say, yeah, Clarissa beat my ass, man. She got them 2 gold medals. I see her getting the undisputed. She beat my ass. She would never say that. That's the damn, her last name is Ali. You think she about to get in a damn interview talking about somebody can beat her ass? And then we see how competitive Clarissa is, man. Let's not act stupid. You know, Clarissa, one of the most competitive people we got in the sport, bro. She ain't about to play no games. She ain't about to play no games, bro. So shout out to them, man. I hope they sit back and have a conversation, man, and they get to laugh at this. But as far as me, I think it's competition. I think, if anything, I think it's obvious that Clarissa want to be looked at as like a cut above the rest. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't like she not willing to put in the work to prove that she's the best, right? Laila was willing to do it when she fought. Clarissa is willing to do it while she's fighting. I do think these ladies got more in common than anything else. But I think the fact that they truly two of the absolute best of their time, it's easy for them to butt heads. It's just like Kobe and Jordan button heads, or Kobe and LeBron button heads, or like, it's going to happen, bro. When people are calling you one of the best of your era, you're going to butt heads, bro. You're going to butt heads a little bit. And I don't think it got too personal. At the end of the day, she just feel like she could beat Laila. Laila feel like she could beat her. Ain't no harm, no foul. But at the end of the day, we want to see Clarissa Shields and Shadasia Green fight. That's the fight that makes. Shadasia beat up Savannah. Most recently, she a unified champion. She said twice already she a fighter. This time, more recently. Let's see the fight, man. I want to see it. I would love to see them mix it up. Let's keep rolling, man. We got to talk about my boy Charlo, man. Boy, T.O.B. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to get to that, too. We're going to talk about it, Jordan. We're going to talk about it all. We ain't going nowhere. It's got personal with the light skin stuff. Yeah, I hated that. Yeah, when she started doing the light skin stuff, the I don't know, colorism or whatever they call that shit. But I'm not into that. I didn't like when Clarissa did that. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what color you are, man. At the end of the day, I rock with them ladies. But we got some stuff we got to get to. Hold on, we got some stuff we got to get to. Got to get to Charlo, man. Charlo's a funny guy, bro. Charlo. That's why we need male Charlo back in boxing, bro. This man is a fool, bro. This man is Jermell Charlo is his own damn party, bro. This man is a party by himself, man. Shout out to Simple Man, man. Y'all double tap the screen if y'all didn't. We're gonna keep building, y'all. We're gonna keep building. Which one is which? Let me see. Let me see. I think this is Charlo. Sadly, we will hear this with Mahomes and Brady. So I'm telling you, they do it. Yeah, hey, John, they do it every time, JP. They do it every time, Brody. Every big thing. And TV.
Got that logo on you. Come on, bro. I think Boots is a great fight, though. I'll give Boots all the problems in the world. He's a great fighter. But I give him all the problems in the world. I think styles make fights, you know, like, even when you cannot.
Hey, yo, Charlo came up. Yo, see? I'm not going to let y'all just skip past. Bro, why did he come on like that? He came on, yo. He got to sound like a damn marching band in the back. He get right to talking about how he going to cause Boots problems. Bro came on with the band in the back. Yo, Charlo is a fool, yo. Y'all don't even get it. Look.
Got that logo on you. Come on, bro. I think Boots is a great fight, though.
Yeah, this man is his own party by himself, bro. Watch how he had fun for 7 minutes by himself.
I'll give Boots all the problems in the world. He's a great fighter.
Boots all the problems in the world.
But I give him all the problems in the world. I think styles make fights, you know, like, even with the Canelo loss and the Canelo fight, I believe Crawford did absolutely everything that he studied, and he did it right. I didn't listen to no coaches. Both of my coaches was beefing with each other. None of my coaches liked each other. Shit, to tell the truth, let's keep it real. But when you turn the screen.
Damn, I respect that. He was able to give Bud credit for doing this shit the right way. He said his coaches was beefing with each other. They was trying to tell him to do shit differently. Didn't I tell y'all he had when my bro told me he had camp at the crib? Told y'all he's a little bit too complacent. Bud took that shit serious, man. And you seen the difference in the results. Yeah. Hell yeah. I know he got that damn band in the back.
I honestly don't think Pandora want to fight me. I don't think Pandora want to fight me. I think I'm wasting my money and time with Thurman. He get injured too much. He get injured, be running around having a good time, and then all of a sudden you don't fight. Somebody getting injured too much. I got injured one time, so I believe the injuries are real, but sometimes it's be like not worth it, you know? Sometimes it's just
I don't believe Pandora want to fight me, you know. They gonna waste my time with Thurman. He get injured too much. You know, he gonna be running around having a good time. Somebody get injured. He's like, then I got injured. So I believe the injuries are real. Yo, Charlo just a fool.
I think I'm wasting my money and time with Thurman. He get injured too much. He get injured, be running around having a good time, and then all of a sudden you don't fight. Somebody getting injured too much. I got injured one time, so I believe the injuries are real, but sometimes it's be like not worth it, you know? Sometimes it's just what it is, you know? What's up, man? How you doing? Good. Yeah, I remember you, dog. Come on, dog. I'm on live, dog. Come on, dog. Yeah, I remember you. I'm out here with the youngies, dog.
Yeah, so many people hating, bro.
You're watching it? That's crazy. It'd be like that. But look, I told y'all enough, and I really don't get on IG Live because we make money on the other side, so why would we get on IG Live? Y'all follow me very well. That's who you want? Yeah. They calling them out. Nephew, nephew, where you running from, nephew? Oh, no.
Tell Boots come get it. Boots.
That's what you. Why the fuck they keep saying Boots? These kids are crazy.
Spence too.
Huh?
Spence.
Yeah.
Terence can get it too.
All day. You ain't.
Oh man,
y'all ain't never lied.
The kid said Bug could get it too.
Y'all ain't never lied. The Hawaiian fam, dog. All right, check in with y'all later. I don't know.
Why is this man in Hawaii? Like, not that he can't be, but Charlo just pop up with the most random vibe, bro. Pop up, look like he worked out before he got on here. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, just like, yo, I'm telling you, him take 2 cents. He just get on here and just, yo, he pop up. You ain't seen him in the ring in a minute. He pop up here in Hawaii with a hat on, talk about he'll get Boots all the problems. Thurman get hurt too much. This man is a party, a one-man army by himself, bro.
What time it is out here in my city?
Like Charlo, I'm trying to tell him that's what was.
I got it.
Look, he his own party, bro.
They said Boots.
That's Terence Crawford.
Don't worry about what they say, dog. You gotta just go be looking at it. You gotta overskip them. I got some young killers with me, right? They ran up on me. I'm out here in Hawaii, you know what I mean? Been out here in Hawaii for about, a couple months, man. So look, I am live. Yes. The Charlo's live.
I knew this shit was gonna be funny, bro. Bro said he been in Hawaii for a couple months. I'm over here thinking like, he just went and visited for a while. Bro said he been in Hawaii for a couple months. It's crazy, yo. What the hell Charlo out there doing?
Been out here in Hawaii for about, a couple months, man. So look, I am live. Yes. The Charlo's live.
Yeah, I am live. Yes, Charlo is live. Like, I don't know if it's just me. I always find him to be a party by himself, bro. It's funny, yo. Yeah, I'm telling you this. He giving me the poncho vibes. Remember the joint where he had the poncho on?
All right. My family from Hawaii told me there's nothing I can do. Tell Eddie Hearns to give us a phone call, right? Who we fighting next? I don't give a fuck who they want. I'm interested. I don't fuck about nobody calling me. I didn't even watch the fight. I ain't know why I don't even got the zone. Watch the fight.
Yo, nah, y'all love this dude.
Who we fighting next? I don't give a fuck who.
Look, yo.
All right.
Yeah, we live.
My family from Hawaii told me there's nothing I can do. Tell Eddie Hearns to give us a phone call, right? Look, who we fighting next? I don't give a fuck who they want. I'm interested. I Fuck about nobody calling me. I didn't even bust the fight.
I don't give a who they want. I'm interested. Yo, Charlo is a fool, bro. He telling the kids to call Eddie Hearn. Told him to call Eddie Hearn. Who next, man? I don't give a fuck. Who next? I'll fight anybody. I'm telling you, bro. Gotta love little Charlo is like little big Charlo. He be wilding, bro. This dude is a party by himself.
My family from Hawaii told me there's nothing I can do. Tell Eddie Hearn to give us a phone call, right?
Shout out to Lamont. I
don't give a fuck who they want. I'm interested.
I'm interested.
I don't fuck about nobody calling me. I didn't even bust the fight. I don't even got the zone. But I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to get it. Hello, guys. Yes, I'm in the gym. We train. I'm with the young ones. I'm keeping myself sharp and in shape. You see them? The little youngest are from Hawaii. And they're shocking it up. You all right? My lady just performed. It was a beautiful performance. I can't believe it. We right here with Common Kings. They gonna get ready to drop the ball.
Yo, Charlo,
knock it down.
My lady just performed. So, it was a beautiful performance.
Yeah, man. Giving love to all of the people, man.
Somebody call Eddie Hearn.
They saying, look, that's who they saying fight next.
So I don't even got the zone. I ain't even see the fight.
We ain't fighting him, no. We ain't gonna fight him. Jay, where you at, Jay? Come in the back, Jay. They told me you didn't want to come in the back, Jay.
I don't love this dude, yo. He's a damn. Yo, you need this energy back in life.
They're telling me to get up live. Hey, the ocean in the back, though. I ain't gonna in front with you. The ocean.
This man talking about the ocean.
So wait,
his
no,
girl
I'm not
performing.
Don't drink no more, nigga.
He don't got the zone.
I think a guava, pineapple, and some orange juice. What they call that? Paca?
First side of the stage, you gonna fall like a lawn chair. We done see.
Try to show you all
With Charlo, I think that the Canelo fight was phenomenal.
There we go.
Canelo fight was phenomenal. You know, he had
Went to Lagoon.
He just
out
ain't
here in Hawaii.
up there.
Mother side of my family, they from Hawaii, you know.
And if you really was listening to what he was saying, if you listen to what he was saying, he was talking about it. He was saying like his coaches was beefing. I knew he ain't do it right. My bro told me he had camp at the crib, meaning he didn't take it as serious as he needed to. Terence Crawford locked in like a damn caveman. And you see their results was drastically different.
You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah, they miss it. Yeah, they miss it.
About, man, we having a good time.
Jake has something to do
up
with
tonight. Pog juice, yeah, there you go. That's it. I just read it, nigga. The pog juice. You know I'm drinking a pog. Look at it. Don't worry about the other stuff, man.
Yeah, I make sure y'all hit that like button. We gonna keep building.
Somebody add Boots and tell him get on live with me. Tell him we want to fight Boots. Tell him get on live. Tell him we want to fight Tazoo. We want to fight all of them.
Why are you ignoring me?
Huh? But if I can't add you,
that's all the way.
I know where you coming. Ignore you. Oh, I'm trying not to ignore you.
Oh wait, though I just said it. So wait, what was he feeling?
Huh? What weight I'm feeling?
Yeah.
I'll fight them at whatever weight they want. We'll fight them in their hometown too. We'll fight them in their hometown, right? Spend $10 million more though.
Yeah, add a little bit more.
Add a little bit more. I have to fight them in their hometown. Fuck with their time, huh?
The least.
He said,
yeah.
Fight Boots and get off the line.
Yeah, they burn. They my business. You know what I'm saying? Somebody add Boots and tell them get on live with me. Tell them we want to fight Boots. Tell them get on live. Tell them we want to fight Tazoo. We want to fight all of them.
Why are you ignoring me?
Huh? But if I can't add you, it's gonna mess.
No, don't add me.
I know where you coming. Ignore you. Oh, I'm trying not to ignore you.
Oh wait, though I just said it. So wait, what was he feeling?
Huh? What weight I'm feeling?
Yeah.
I'll fight them at whatever weight they want. We'll fight them in their hometown too. We'll fight them in their hometown, right? Spend $10 million more though.
Yeah, add a little bit more.
Add a little bit more. I have to fight them in their hometown. Fuck with their time, huh?
The least.
Yeah. These young niggas going crazy. Look at them. These young niggas go crazy. Hey, this the one I'm gonna sign right here though. Look, this the one that's gonna get signed. He the next line, huh?
Now you need to sign. You need to sign the one that's telling you to fight Boots. That's a real one. The one telling you to fight
We
Boots.
worry about nothing, and we coming back to get all the ones that we had problems with. See where he linked over all the ones. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Carlo just had to dance like
Just talking shit right now a little bit. Yo, they just talking shit.
Haters gonna hate, man.
what they do. I got my dog Che out here. My nephew with me. Out here in Hawaii. Go to Shaka. It's a Shaka, baby. It's a Shaka. We in Hawaii. And with the young ones. All gonna be champions, dog.
Hey, I bet they could. I bet they could, Cal. I bet they could. Facts. I bet they could.
All gonna be champions. Let me get over here and show y'all these common kings, man. They getting ready to rock the show. CJ.
All right, Charlo, man, you got these damn band playing.
Videographer CJ always on deck. He in Hawaii with us.
Man, but y'all see it, man. It's always good to see a Charlo sighting, man, because, look, I know people, they rating him. I think people rating him too harshly over his fight with Canelo, but let's call it what it is. He shouldn't have been up there. Superman was good. He shouldn't have been up there. He shouldn't have been in the ring with Canelo. He didn't. You can see the difference. Like, pay attention to what Bud did and what he did. They did it differently. They both did it differently, and it's for a reason. You get what I'm saying? And you look at the results. So that should tell you. You know what I mean? Superman said Charlo doing band work. Yeah, I don't know what he doing, man. Charlo out there tripping. Charlo out there tripping. He out there tripping. But look, it's good to see him return. I just want to see where he going to go from here. I heard his name be thrown in the mix with the same guy that they were saying Boots could be fighting next, the Bass Baru guy. I don't know who going to get to him first. Charlo was supposed to be a champion in recess, right? And he never lost his titles in the ring, right? He lost to Canelo, but that was at 68. He never got beat at 54 for his title. So he said he coming back for everybody. That's what he said. Charlo said he coming back for everybody. I want to see it. Damn sure. OHB, yeah, man. Remember that? You ain't heard that in a while. That was a wholesome boxing shit talk. I'm telling you, he got to get back in the mix. So it's some dogs, man. It's some dogs there, bro. Hell yeah, it's the return of Keith Tsunami Cologne tomorrow on the Danny Garcia farewell, the Brooklyn card. You know it. You know my guy Keith back in the mix. You know it. Shout out to Danny, man. I hope Danny go out with a win, man. Hope Danny go out on top with a win. But look, Charlo being back in the Mel kicking it backstage with Common Kings. All right, yeah, man, that's dope. That's what you like to see, man. He said he been over there for a couple months. What the hell he doing in Hawaii for a couple months? I don't know, but he said he's still training. They said he's still putting the work in, so. Hopefully we get to see him sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to see him sooner than later, man. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Charlo against any of those guys at 54 is a good fight, but what the first fight is what my question is, what's the most realistic option? I know them kids saying Boots. The kids also said Crawford. They said Crawford can get it too. The kids trying to get him beat. Kids trying to get you beat up, Charlo. Chris Colbert fighting on the card. Shout out to Chris Colbert, man. We throw guys away after they lose, man. Shout out to Chris Colbert. I'm glad he's still fighting, trying to, get back to the top. Shout out to him, man. This is tough business, man. We really be tossing these fighters away when they lose. I like Chris Colbert. I like Christopher, man, but I hope he win though. But we're gonna keep building, man. So that was Charlo. I just don't know, man. Him and Boots would be a fun fight. He said, so what y'all think? He said he get Boots, his style get Boots all the problems, man. I don't know. I'm starting to think Boots' style will give him a lot of problems too, man. Yep, Boots will give him a lot of problems too, man. I think that'd be an easy fight for him. Should have never let 130. I don't think so either. And I hear he ain't listened to his coach in that rematch with Ryo and got slept. Wasn't listening to his coaches, bro. He not a 35-pounder at all, Cal. He not. He definitely not. He should have stayed there. Should have stayed where he was at. Really should have. Stayed where the hell he was at. Boots, Baccarat. Charlo versus Abaz, winners fight for unification. Shit. Speaking of Baccarat, real quick, man. Pit stop, pit stop, because y'all know Baccarat. Boots called him.
What's his name? Baccarat Bartram. The IBF chair, he can get it. Everybody 154 can get it. I'm missing somebody.
Man, we call him Baccarat. This is how Baccarat responded. Hey man, bro, on demon time, bro. That's how he responded. Boots said, Baccarat.
What's his name? Baccarat Bartram. The IBF chair, he can get it. Everybody 154 can get it. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing.
Right there. I'm missing somebody. Who I'm missing? And then you got Bartram. Man. Somebody better fight that dude, man. Somebody gotta fight him. Wow. I'm telling you, he back punching, sitting down. I don't even know why he doing that, bro. He called him Bart Simpson. Called Buddy Baccarat. Shout out to Big Homie Court. Baccarat. And man, listen, Baccarat is a beast, though. He a violent puncher, man. He a dangerous dude. He trying to beat your ass, man. It's not too many people that fight with the level of aggression that he fight with. That dude be trying to beat your ass for real. He be trying to do something bad to you, man. Baccarat be trying to do something strange for a piece of change to you, bro. Mag 7, what it do, homie? He be trying to do something strange for a piece of change. I'm trying to tell you, to you, man. He want to beat your ass. I'm trying to tell you. It's so provocative. What does that even mean? Right? Never sleep on them Khabib lookalikes. They ain't no evidence they all could fight. Hey, last one of them that look like Khabib. They all could fight, y'all. They all could fight. The video that video was a response. He said he ready. That was his response video. But we gonna keep rolling, man, because we were talking about Clarissa. I got a video from her, man. She responded, I guess, to the criticism that she been getting for calling Tank scary or whatever. You know, everybody's been on her case. They've been on my girl Clarissa case. Banks, what it do? What's good, Brody? What's happening with it, my guy? On this Good Friday, man.
I know y'all mad about what I said about Tank, but guess what?
Here
all
she
y'all
go.
girls that be
That's
talking
my
stuff
girl.
about me, I'm coming to get you. I ain't forgot about you. I'm coming to get you. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm coming to get you. I ain't gonna leave you out. I'm coming to get you. We good. I'm coming to get you. Promise. I promise you.
Man. Shout out to my guy, Banks. Always good to see a real one in the field.
Little Shadasia.
Shout out to the Jusdueboxing family and everybody.
My big sis already kicked your ass. I got you. You want to get your ass kicked by me. That's cool. I do it. What we doing? I'll do it to you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Yeah, it's that time, baby. Yeah.
I like this. I like this conversation better than the Laila one. Let
defend
Layla
my
keep being
undisputed
beautiful and
championship
aging like
at
fine
heavyweight,
wine. Be
or do I
rich
want to go down to
and
168 and take the belts?
model
That's
figure
what
for
my
boxing,
decision
for
is right
women's
now.
boxing, and let these
Which one
two
y'all
fight.
think I should do? Should I defend my titles and let her keep hers? Or should I go get them? Should I go take them and become 21-time world champion? I think I should go take them. I'm going to go take them.
Okay.
How about that?
Big Woke talking about taking titles. Let's go. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah, we're going to take the belts. Yeah.
Go take them.
Nah. I'm going to go to 168. I'm going to take them, Celine. I'm going to take them, Alexa.
I like
I'm going to take them, Stormy.
Shadasia with my girl.
Yeah, we're going to go down and get them. I'm going to go down and get them. Keep them warm, baby. Keep them warm. And guess what? You win, franchise. Keep them warm. I'm coming to get them.
Oh,
they mine anyway. I'm coming to get them. I beat you, 21-time world champ. And then I take franchise 2 belts. What's that, 23?
Oh,
I'm coming to get them.
I love
Why
it.
not?
See, this is the conversation
Why not?
I love because we know they.
Why not? Y'all been popping it too much. Talking too crazy to the greatest.
They done woke her up. They done woke up.
Can't even barely beat a
This is
Savannah
what I
Marshall.
like, man.
And I took her
This is what I
down.
like.
I took her through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Huh? Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. I think for.
Hey, yeah, Franchon. Hey, yo, hey, Cal, Franchon been on it like, man, y'all doing bad business. Y'all wasting my time. I would, what we doing? Franchon is adamant about that smoke. She keep calling Franchon Big Sis, but Big Sis want that smoke. Big Sis want that rematch. Now, no disrespect. Franchon is gonna always have my respect. She a dog. But I seen the first fight when it was, back way them years ago when they made their pro debuts. I just don't think she had a skill set to beat Clarissa. She had to stop her, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Respectfully, I think the better fight is Shadasia and Clarissa. Respectfully.
And for Franchon,
no Jersey
when I come and get the belts, I might just rap myself out and then get them. I might just rap myself out and then get inside the ring and beat y'all down. When you work as hard as I do.
When she said she gonna rap herself out and then get in the ring and beat him down, the GOAT talking crazy, y'all.
And you sacrifice the way that I do.
Spicy.
You can talk the way that I talk. When you're the best at what you do and you know you're the best. That's why y'all be mad at me. I ain't letting nobody say I ain't the best when I done proved I'm the best. Who undefeated? Who ain't never had a split decision win? Who ain't never lost? Come on now. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. I do this for real.
Talk
I do
to
this
him,
for real,
Kyle.
for
They
real.
don't know. Talk
And
to
guess
him,
what?
bro.
All y'all that be, I'm coming to get you. Don't worry.
That's Big Woke.
Trust me. Just trust me. And guess what? They gonna pay that bag too. They gonna pay that bag. They gonna, I bet you. They gonna, whoever gonna pay that bag.
Talk about
Turkey
it,
Yellow
Woke.
Chicken is gonna hit me
Woke
up.
providing 2-for-1s now. Rap performance and the ass whooping.
Hey, listen. No.
She on that type of
Don't
time.
get sensitive. She beat Savannah. And y'all been all, Clarissa scared of Shadasia. Look at her muscles. Look at how big she is. Look at how strong she is. Oh, Shadasia. Yeah. Ain't she only been fighting cab drivers. Nah. Shadasia like that.
Check
She
this out.
tough.
Dig this, though. The fact that people don't support her fights is an indictment on boxing fans. You talking about one of the best talents in the entire sport. The fact that people wouldn't show up to watch her fight is crazy. But if you really pay attention, people show up to watch her fight. You can't compare it to the men. And I'm sure, we ain't trying to do that. But nah, man, people watch her fight, but I think she deserves more support. People be so decisive. Like I've seen people dissing Clarissa Shields because of what she said about Tank. She said he a hell of a. It's crazy how we only focus on the things that make us mad or we don't agree with. That he's scary, but she also talked about how good he is, and she also picked only one person to beat him. With him being so scary, she's saying he beat T.O. Devin. Only one she had beaten him was Core. So She
Today
ain't too
for
much
that
of a
girl.
She ain't just
She
say
won.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah, little old Goat ain't nothing. Little old Goat too small for Shadasia. She too strong for me. She rocks Savannah Marshall 5th round after having first 4 rounds of I don't know what the hell. Then after that, she started getting with Savannah and she won a split decision that she almost lost. But okay. She did her thing.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been no split decision, though. She beat Savannah Marshall, though. She beat her. Shit, Savannah beat Franchon, too. So, I don't know. That split decision was bullshit. She beat her. Shit should have been UD. She beat her. She beat her convincingly to me. But, yeah, I think you got to talk. And not everybody could be a KO artist, Mag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody could be a KO guy.
She did her thing.
Still got to talk your shit. You box for a living. You better talk some shit.
Congratulations, Shay. Congratulations, boo. And then you want to call out my name. You know, like me, I'm like the boogie woman. You call my name, I just pop up. Yeah.
All right, well, pop your ass in the ring. I don't care where y'all fight. I wouldn't be there. I'm all for this. This is a fight that I'm all for.
So funny. And the thing is, I think it's better for y'all girls not to pop shit with me, not to talk crazy. Because when we get in that ring, I'm going to fight you so motherfucking hard, you probably not ever going to want to fight again in your life. You're going to be like, oh, I felt like she was jumping me. You know how many girls on the beat, they be like, girl, I couldn't believe you was hitting me like that. I thought I was getting jumped. You was.
You fight Clarissa.
You was getting jumped by the left and right. You was getting jumped by Claressa and Clarenzo. Really, now one of them don't play.
I think she said it in the beginning.
For real.
Yeah,
now one of them don't play.
I
got 12 more minutes on this treadmill, y'all.
But she ain't really been talking about
3.5 incline. Speed at 3.0. Yesterday, I did my hard workout. Yesterday, I hit the bag, did my HIIT workout and stuff. So today, it's like I want to burn a bunch of calories, but y'all, walking this 10,000 steps is 5 miles, bro. Yeah. People need to understand. I've never been ashamed of who I am, how I look, my job, being the best boxer in the world. I ain't never been ashamed of that. Having to put on my scarf sometime and then having to switch to my wig. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been worried about that. It is what it is. But when you trying to turn a few million into 100 million, you move different. Yeah.
Okay, pop it then. Whoa.
Oh, you fighting at heavyweight. Them girls at heavyweight will whoop y'all ass. Them girls at 175, Danielle Perkins, Lonnie Daniels, they'll whoop y'all ass. I ain't lying to you. Danielle whoop y'all ass so good. Boy, y'all, listen. Danielle will get y'all ass together. Real shit. Even though the girls, they might say that they ain't got that many fights at heavyweight, them girls are strong. They punch heavy. They heavy-handed. It's crazy at heavyweight. It's crazy up at heavyweight. I ain't lying to you.
Talk your talk, whoa.
I'm fine. Boy, man, I can't wait to announce. I can't wait to announce who the next one getting whooped. I can't wait. For real. I can't wait to announce who the next one to get it. And wherever the competition at, I'm gonna try to go there, you know what I'm saying? I think the lowest I can go, I think 154, but my team tell me 160. I don't know. I think the lowest I can go is 154. But man, these girls don't want no smoke with me. Real shit. Hold on. Did Michaela go to 54?
12 threes, man.
Boy, they have 47. Her and Spencer. I gotta do my research.
Man is a fool.
But yeah, listen. Whoever pops here, I'm coming to get you. Don't worry about it. I'm coming, babe. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah, man. I be listen. Look, Clarissa Shields, her outspoken nature she not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. But I rock with it. I rock with the confidence. My thing is this, like, she's getting to the point where it's like we can count on our hand how many people that we really would truly want to see fight her. It's not a lot of people. So, like, as far as her bringing up people, smaller girls, like, she's shown you she's went down. Well, you know, she started, you know what I mean, all the way, what, 160, I believe. I don't think she's been at 54. She went all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just hard to argue her greatness because it ain't so many people like that you could say she avoided or won't fight. You know what I mean? And she just now called out the name I think that people will want to see. So I like it. I like it. L-Dub, the plug, my God. What's good with it, bro? Lionel, it's called boxing, bro. It's not called knockout. I don't know why. Why do you expect a pure boxer to be a knockout artist? Why do we say this shit? What does that even mean? She don't knock people out. She always go the distance. It's called boxing, bro. It's called boxing. Going the distance is part of the sport. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, it's very difficult to continue to outbox your contemporaries. 10 rounds, 10 rounds, 10 rounds, 10 rounds, 10 rounds. Ain't shit easy about that, man. Clarissa's special, man. Clarissa's special. Let me play the rest of this. Let me get this out of here.
Don't you worry. I don't care. Don't worry. It'd be so funny. People be talking stuff to me online, knowing that in person, they wouldn't do nothing. They would go run and hide in the corner somewhere, or they would apologize, or they, you know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody who you, first of all, I want to make something straight. I ain't no bully, but any of you people on social media think you ever gonna see me in person and think you're gonna pick with me? Pick with me? Nah. That's not ever gonna happen. Ain't never gonna happen. Yeah, I'm live.
The GOAT ain't going.
In the mother right now. I got 7 minutes. Ooh, I'm probably past 10,000 steps too. Make sure y'all stream Poke the GOAT and IDGAF2 remix.
Oh, nah, hell nah. Nah, it's over. Not the music. I'm cool. Nah, we love her, but I'm cool. I'm cool. Hey, official everything. I'm cool on that music, G. I just got this thing. I don't listen to a lot of female rappers anyway. Like, that shit get out of hand. They start talking too much like men, and I'm not turned on by that. So I'd rather hear chicks sing than rap to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, I'll check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'll check it out, but I ain't about to be bumping. I ain't about to be playing that shit. I ain't about to rap like Bad Gunner. You stupid ass. Tank ever even been a topic in today's show? Nope. Not today. Not at all. Not for me. I made sure purposely. That song was the Putty Tang remake. I ain't messing with y'all. Yeah. Hey, GOAT. Calvin here saying you got the best mixtape out. Oh, man. Wait till I can't wait to tell the GOAT how y'all been in here talking. Boy, what you say, Cal? You buying that next mixtape? You know what I'm saying? The Putty Tang remix gonna be on that one, Cal. You gonna get it? Get that mixtape, G. Get that mixtape going, G. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get that mixtape? Clarissa's special. It's just hard to compare it to. You can't compare it to the men, though. She needs to work on her delivery with the rap. Now, you can tell that she got the time, the money, the energy, and some passion for what she's doing, but she ain't no rapper. She's just a boxer that has access to them things, man. I wouldn't say she a rapper. How's the boxer scary? I mean, look, man, that's what we on. Look, you know why she said what she said about Tonka Tank. Said Tonka Tank scary because of his position that he in and who he didn't fight. But the reality is that man, I don't think is scared of a single soul in boxing, man. I don't think he's scared of a single soul, man. He just ain't, he ain't make them fights. Clarissa fade a couple of y'all. I don't know why y'all playing. Y'all heard playing Clarissa put hands on a couple of y'all out here joking around. Man, wait till I tell the GOAT how y'all in here talking, man. Y'all better know the GOAT ain't shit to play with, bro. I'm saying y'all gonna get them bars. She gonna put you in this song. She gonna put you in this song like she did Bumgardner. He said, well, whole interview. She did a whole interview in one piece. Got talked about. Nah, Lionel Tank can't be afraid of somebody that he already gave an opportunity to, y'all. Would he prefer fighting him, a tougher fight, I think, with Lamont Roach over fighting something that don't go in his record or resume with Jake Paul? It's come down to preference and the money that's great. Him not fighting Jake, Lamont Roach is not a matter of being scared, but it's a matter of weighing your options and doing what make the most sense. And I think what make the most sense is if you're a guy that's trying to secure your future financially, right? Your family's family future. It's like I've said in many occasions, it's really a no-brainer. I get what you're saying, but he ain't scared of nobody that he fought, bro. Just think about it. You fought 12 rounds, 36 minutes with the man. He ain't scared. But again, I'm real enough to say to myself, in my opinion, I think what it is with Tank, when you look at Lamont Roach, he's a pest right now, right? He that mosquito in your ear, the fly that keeps in your face, right? So you go deal with that pesky shit, right? Knowing how good how well he fought you in the first fight, right? He got a good chance of fighting you to another good fight. Not saying you won't win, but it's a risk involved. It's a risk with Jake, but it's a different risk with Lamont, and the money is not as great. So it's an easy decision to make when you all about your coins, your paper, your bag, your cheddar. You get me? And that's what Tank is on. So people are saying Roach beat him. Shit, I'm one of the people. I think he should have got the nod. But I mean, I still won't say he'll win in a rematch for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think he made a hell of a case for him winning that fight. That's what I will say. People can act like crazy all they want. He make a case for winning that fight. Definitely make a case for winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? So the words didn't even spell it wrong. Yeah, man. So I don't know. As far as people feeling like he got beat, it's a lot of people that's gonna feel that way, and they're going, him not fighting him again, it kind of validates what people think about him, right? But at the end of the day, it's business, man. And like Lamont said, PBC and Al Heyman fixed it. You know what I'm saying? They got him fighting on another pay-per-view. So you got to think, even without him fighting Tank, he fighting on pay-per-view. It's the Pitbull Cruz guy. It's a winnable fight, and it's on pay-per-view for a good bag, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think Lamont Roach is complaining about that, right? I think he got an opportunity to go in there and beat a guy like Pitbull Cruz. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Oh man, what a day! If Tank didn't take the knee, would people be saying he lost? Possibly not, Mag Life. Possibly not, bro. Possibly not. But I think the fact that he did take the knee, I think the fact that he did turn his back, I think the fact that he did get help in the corner, it's something that people can't ignore. Look at it this way, Mag 7. If the shoe were on the other foot and it was Lamont that took the knee, turned his back, went to the corner, and Tank got a draw, what would you be saying? You get what I'm saying? Now I'm just so real, I can put myself in the shoes of both guys. Like, think about what you'll be saying, right? If Tank got a draw after making a guy take a knee, turn his back and get help in the corner, no disqualification, and they started counting. Imagine Lamont taking a knee, right, with Tank, and they start counting and they stop. Imagine how you would lose your mind. Because you would have every right to feel crazy, the same way people felt crazy when they seen it happen for Lamont. You get what I'm saying? Or just now, that people want Tank to lose because he made a mistake. Nothing Roach did. I mean, now look, I'm a realist. Some people don't like him, Mag 7. Some people don't like Tank because they haters, bro. They haters. They want a reason to not like somebody. But the reality is, I think Like, look, it's up to your interpretation. You got people that feel like the reason he took the knee is because he had grease in his eye. If you are those people, I can't be mad at you because that's how you see it. You like, yo, this dude had grease in his eye. He took a knee. No harm, no foul. But if you're a person that feel like it wasn't the grease and it was, in fact, the shit that Lamont Roach was doing, then you have a different interpretation of why he took that knee. Now, I know he wasn't getting blistered and peppered with shots right when he took it, but it was some shots that was being landed right before he took that knee, right? So it's just not a big deal to me, right? I just was rooting for a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought Tank was going to win by a knockout, but when I seen the way it played out, Lamont Roach just made a great case for why he might have won. Messing with his eye the whole fight. I mean, but it's tough though, Mag 7, because they came at the female that did his hair and she said she never used grease for his shit. So it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. But look, we're gonna circle back to that. We're gonna circle back to that. I wanted to show some love to Danny Garcia. He got his farewell card coming up tomorrow. And you got Keep Cologne making his, his return on that card, which I love it. But we could circle back to that in a second. But let's talk a little bit about Danny, man. Let's see what Danny took some shots at Keith Thurman. Let's see what Danny had to say, man. Put some respect on Garcia.
Yeah, I feel great. I feel
great. Feel like I
didn't take no shortcuts. I treated this like a world title fight. Sparring. Everything. Training, sparring, running, doing the right thing outside the gym, getting my rest, taking my vitamins, everything.
You sparred this gentleman that you fighting Saturday. You pretty much know plus and minus.
Yeah, it was a while ago though. It was like 2018. That's when I was playing Sean Porter. I don't remember too much of him, but I remember one time. It was one flashback I had of the sparring, and his trainer told me to do something, and I slipped and I hit him with left hook, boom. And then he looked at his trainer like, damn. I was like, there's nothing your trainer can do to save you.
Hey, Dan, real talk, man. In your illustrious career, man, what was your commitment and what was your conviction?
My commitment was just everything I've been through. Everything I've been through as a kid, from being homeless, from having nothing to eat, kerosene heaters to use the house, the oven to warm up the house. So everything, truancy court, the court's trying to take me away from my parents, everything. So everything that all the grit you saw in my career, bleeding and just going for the gusto was everything I've been through in my life.
All right, man, that's what's up. Thank you, man.
When it comes to your legacy, what does it mean to you that you want to remember?
I just want to be remembered as somebody who fought everybody, fought the best, and never backed down. And more importantly, just be inspiration. I want my friends to say I was a good friend. I want my family members to say I was a good family member. I want my fans to say, Danny never backed down. He fought everybody. So I just want to remember for really just being a good person.
Danny's Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid, KG. You got a big fight in Brooklyn. Your name's back in the headlines, and of course, with that comes all the attention. It comes people commentating. So I got to get your thoughts. Keith Thurman recently did an interview with Fight Hub TV, and two things are notable for me in that interview about you. First thing was he talked about your last performance, and he was subtle, but he kind of like laughed at you a little bit. And then the other thing was he said Danny don't want that rematch. So what's your response to both those things?
I always want to make sure you do.
I always want the rematch. I don't know why it didn't happen. As far as him laughing, he ain't fighting no more. He ain't even getting paid. So what hurts more? Me losing, you not getting paid.
Danny.
Fighting against someone that you've seen before, obviously sparring. You're the promoter, so you have kind of the pick of fight. What was it that made you want to fight Danny Gonzalez?
He's a New Yorker for sure. I feel like he's somebody who's been under the radar, and he deserves a shot. He's a tough fighter. He's been around for a while, and some fighters never get the opportunity. And I've done business with his trainer too. I signed Matthew Gonzalez under my commission company. So I asked him, I told my partner, I'm going to ask him if he wants to fight me, and then he wants to fight me. Ain't no better way to get back. You do good against me, you get bigger fights. So that's pretty much how that went.
I saw that you had said that 85% you feel that this will probably be your last fight. What is it that makes you feel that way?
Like I said,
yeah, he had a long ass road. Danny been boxing for a minute, man. He done took some losses. He done had a knockout loss, made a bunch of money. He done went through depression, mental health battles, all types of shit, man. Danny did put enough work in, man. They be asking weird questions like, do you think people want to box forever? You think this man want to get punched in his face forever, bro? He got daughters, all types of shit. He trying to raise kids. What makes this be your last fight, bro? You ain't see the career he has? It's a no-brainer. He's supposed to box forever?
Before, I feel like I respect
everything about Danny Garcia.
And I don't want to be one of them fighters
These people
stick
be weird
around
because
boxing.
he lost. He done lost some fights. Now we act like he wasn't shit. Like, that's how I know how fake a lot of these fans are. To act like Danny Garcia ain't shit just mean you don't really like boxing. Dude had a really, really successful career, bro, and he ain't ducked shit. I don't want to hear no made-up stories about how he wasn't fighting. Nah, this dude was willing to fight. He was willing to fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? This dude was getting he took his ass beatings. You get what I'm saying? But he also came in there and upset the apple cart a few times, too.
I want to have a life after boxing. I want to be able to talk to my kids without slurring and stuff. This is not a people see the glitz and glamour, but this is a brutal sport. Like, even in the gym, you're taking punishment. You go to war in the gym. Every time you go and spar in the gym, you take a punishment. So for me, it's more not that I can't fight, it's more that my health. That's the most important thing for me. You know, I'm 37 years old. I'm not 20 years old anymore, you know, so I gotta be a lot smarter. Every time I go in that ring, it's a risk, so I gotta make sure that I'm good.
When you guys walk away, they feel like some of them feel that they missed the glitz and glamour, they missed the rush of being in the ring. But you're still around boxing, you're still gonna be promoting. Do you get the same rush? Do you get the same fulfillment from being a promoter as you did as a fighter?
Yeah, it makes me happy to see that I'm giving young fighters the opportunity. Like all the guys on the undercard, like none of them ever fought at the Barclays Center before. So for that, to them, that's like, you know, that's like a dream come true to a lot of fighters playing at the Barclays Center. So just me knowing
Barclays, that shit, man. I remember being there to watch AB and Paulie when they fought. That was a damn good event, good showing. Let me clarify, man. I see you, Dub. I look at it like this, man. I think every fighter in history gonna have somebody that you feel like didn't fight somebody. I think it's safe to say when you think about Danny Garcia, that's a guy that was willing to fight, right? It's always gonna be a story about, oh well, this guy could have fought this. I get it, and it's true. But for me, I think it's safe to say when you look at Danny as far as challenging himself, he was a guy that was willing to fight people, right? He wasn't a scary dude, right? He was about challenging himself, being about to smoke. But there's always them stories, bro, that, you know, had this opportunity and then, you know, so I wouldn't dare argue it, but I think I'm comfortable saying he's the guy that really, like, you know what I mean? He challenged himself and was about fighting. But Nar was good with it, fam. And shout out to the plug, the fact that
fighters the opportunity to fight the Barclays Center.
Folks try to get that smoke, man.
And that means more to me than anything.
Danny Garcia, Swift Promotions, who is your top prospect that you have in your team that you see the future bright?
I think they all good. I got David Garcia, he's 5-0, he's only 16. So he's one of my favorites from Arizona. He's 118 pounds, like 5'10". He reminds me of like a southpaw Mexican margarito. Yeah, then we got Quincy Williams, he's a Pan American champion. He's 5-0. We got Christian King-Lucy. He's 11-0. He's playing on the undercard. We got Matthew Gonzalez. You know, he's coming off a loss, but he's looking to rebuild. And that's another thing. Like, you signed with Danny Garcia. You know, just because you take a loss, we ain't gonna treat you no different way. We're still gonna look out for you. So that's the importance of being that we're gonna look out for you when you draw.
On that topic, Danny, I was out in Philly on the Ennis fight, and a lot of reporters were talking shit out their ass, man, about you, brother, man, saying that you finished, man. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? Y'all don't even know nothing about this card. They don't even know. They didn't know. Half of them didn't know that there was who was on the undercard, man. There's a lot of stacked cards. Yeah, it's
a great card. You know, as far as I've been hearing that my whole life. You know, I'm supposed to be finished.
I I thought Mauricio Herrera beat him, and I thought Lamont Peterson beat him. Other than that, I feel like whoever he beat. But I thought Peterson beat him, and Herrera, Mauricio Herrera. Ain't that his name? Mauricio Herrera? I think it's Mauricio, yeah. Herrera and
2012 when I fought American.
As a matter of fact, when he fought Lamont, it's a little clip after the fight where he was like dapping him up. And he was like, I know I lost, but I worked my ass off. It was like some little audio that was floating around when he had fought Peterson back then.
Again, when I fought Matisse, I was supposed to be finished a million times.
Matisse was great.
But no one knows how this right here.
He was looked at as a rookie, man.
And that's the most important thing. That's what we're going to show on Saturday night. That heart.
As you mentioned, you want to be a 3-division champion. That'll get you right into the Hall of Fame. That's something that still lingers in your mind, that 3rd division title?
Well, I don't know. You know, my last fight, I tried. I went to 160 off a long layoff. I tried to do it, but my body just didn't let me. I couldn't get back to that level because I was the ring so long. But I feel like if I was more active, I would have been there.
At 154, some young guys that you may be able to match up with.
Yeah, we just gotta see and get past that. And then let's see, man. You don't know what the future holds for me.
Danny, I want to get your thoughts on Tank vs. Paul fight that people are talking about, but technically it's an exhibition. One, I want to get your thoughts on that, but also after this pro career is all said and done, is going down the lane of exhibitions a potential option for you too?
Yeah, for sure. I'll do some exhibitions. I'm still gonna be an entertainer. Still got to train for it though. Of course. But yeah, I'm up for it.
What are some of those names that you would love to jump in the ring for an exhibition with?
I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know. I don't know.
On a fun note, Dookie said, what did Dookie say his middle name is? Come on, Puerto Rican kid.
Duke, they call his trainer said it's the Duke.
El Gallo said he's going to make you
I'm gonna knock the piss out of him now for saying that. I'm knock the Dookie and the piss out of him.
What about Danny Montana?
I catch chickens for a living. Remember, I was on ESPN.
I remember that.
I was on ESPN top 10 for chasing chickens. Ain't it El Gallo? That's a chicken, right? Yeah, I catch. I'm like Rocky Balboa when it comes to catching chickens. You feel me?
Danny, wow, bro. Danny, wow. But they talking about, listen. Listen, I'm not about to be no heavy advocate for no exhibitions and no shit like that, right? Yeah, I will say this as we wrap up. Exhibitions serve a place and a purpose, right? I think for guys that have built their careers and their names to a certain level where even after they retire or from the actual sport, actual competition, there's still an audience out there that has an interest, a genuine interest in seeing them perform or fight or compete, even if it's just fun. So you see, if it's after their career, it's all good because, like, imagine putting in all this work as a fighter, right? And now that you're retired, you got other names that's willing to fight you in exhibitions where you don't have to take that same kind of punishment, but you could make the kind of money that you would in an actual fight. That's just reaping the benefits of the work that you put in. So exhibitions serve a purpose and a place. They have a place in boxing, but it shouldn't be nothing that's, I think, like normalized, or it shouldn't be mixed in with a regular typical boxing match or a card, right? Exhibitions are what they are. They for entertainment. They're supposed to be fun. They don't really focus on a winner or a loser. The problem is now, I think, with the recent exhibition that everybody been complaining about is the fact that they're trying to make it a winner and a loser. You know what I'm saying? So what we know in exhibitions is really nobody wins and loses. It's just, you go out there, have some fun, see one of your heroes or your fighters that you used to root for, compete, go fight somebody, and then you just get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Just get out the way. But that shit ain't about nothing, man. It serves a place in boxing exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. But shout out to Danny, man. He'll be fighting his farewell to Brooklyn, which I think would be like his farewell fight, man. He probably trying to retire with a win. I always said I knew he didn't want to retire after losing to Lara the way he did. He got beat. No, he didn't want to just give it up like that. No, he didn't want to. And real quick, man, something I wanted to speak on briefly because it's something that I seen pop up with what's his name? This guy here, man. This guy here, man, and I just want to get my thoughts on where I stand on this particular fight. You know, I felt for a while that things was on the up and up. It seemed like Teal got quiet, which was good. It seemed like Core got quiet. This is always good. No talking, no open negotiations being discussed. None of that weird shit. And then I see this post that he tried to delete, and it's annoying because it's like you're asking people who's next after promoting that you're fighting one guy. Now, I haven't heard anybody in boxing say that you in line for fighting Manny Pacquiao, so I don't know how valid that is, but he giving me Ryan Garcia vibes all over again. This that shit that Ryan Garcia did a while back when he just made up a fight with Manny Pacquiao. He just said, Manny Pacquiao, I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao. It's going to be a real fight. It's going to be for our records on the line and everything. And I just don't think, when I see this and he tried to delete it, I don't know why. I mean, obviously, you know people going to talk, but I showed y'all the clip before when he went on a podcast talking about this.
You were talking a little bit about an upcoming fight that we can expect. What can you tell us?
Next big fight that we're speaking on, there's two in particular. If one doesn't go through, we have another fight going on. So December 13th is possibly between Manny Pacquiao.
Wow.
The likes of him, that'll be great. And then Shakur Stevenson in January of 2026.
See, so he's saying December. He's throwing out dates, but we was hearing other plans for Pacquiao, and they just didn't involve Tio. So I don't know where Tio entered into the chat as far as the Pacquiao sweepstakes, but I ain't rocking with it. I don't like it. You can do what you want, but you sat here and kind of promoted and told people what fight is next and what fight you want, and you won it, he won it. And then you're going to try to ask the fans what's the preference. And my thing is you've never went to the fans when it's time to pick your fight. So to see him do it now, it makes me feel like it's a lack of intent. When I see this, I see a lack of intent. I see a guy that potentially might not really want to fight Shakur. I said this before. I think he was having too much fun promoting it. I don't think he's scared of nobody. I just think certain styles are headaches for guys. And if they can go in a different direction without having to go down that street, they're going to do it. And I think Tio might pull a move and go fight somebody else. I think it's a very good chance that we don't see this fight. It ain't the end of the world. I just wanted to see it. They was promoting it. It seemed like there's something that made sense. You'll see Cord challenge himself, be a 4-division champion. I don't think Tio interested in helping Shakur achieve no greatness on his behalf. Say, yo, Tio so skilled and loopy outside the ring. It's hard for me to get a read on him. That's me. What it do? I look at it like this. When Tio was in there with the best opposition he's faced, he's performed. Whether that was Loma or Josh Taylor, he know how to raise his level. He know how to prepare. He get up for the right kind of fights. It's those guys that don't be having the big names that we don't be checking for, that we think he's supposed to go in there and just wash or dominate, and then he'll have a shaky performance. So for me, I think we could say that Tio could be up and down. We've seen it. We've seen multiple fights where he's been on the downside, not the best performance, but we've also seen him raise his performance or raise his level when he's in there with somebody that's deemed a threat, right? A Lomachenko or Josh Taylor, right? He handled those fights and those guys convincingly, man. Pretty damn good, Barboza, some people felt like Barboza could give him a good run, right? He went there and showed you that Barboza ain't nowhere near his level. So Tio, he's a guy that you can't count out. You can't overlook him, and you can't just think that you got him beat automatically. You got to prepare. He's tricky. He's athletic. I think he's more flash and flare than substance, and I think that's why Shakur beats him. That flash and flare, I think at a point catches up to him, and I think the substance and efficiency on Shakur's side will put him in the driver's seat to get a win. But as I stated, y'all, when I seen this post, I started thinking like, yeah. And now it begins. The game's being played. And then, I also had seen this. You know, where he is talking about which one. You know what I mean? So he be all over the place. Some of these posts be older, some of them be newer, but it don't matter. The fact of the matter is you've been consistently promoting or talking about fighting Shakur. You can't wait to put him to sleep. You're going to do him like he do his fans, all this different stuff. He's going back and forth with him on Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it, social media, back and forth. You promoting, you trolling, you going on different podcasts, you're talking about the fight, you're saying you want to fight the man. And now you're starting to ask people which one. Now you entering Pacquiao into the equation. Like you just playing a whole bunch of games right now, man. And it seemed like you just throwing shit out there just to keep your name relevant. You know what I'm saying? Lionel Charles, he said he sparred Hitchens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was good work. Hitchens a dog, ain't he? Hitchens one of them guys, man. If y'all did not double tap the screen, make sure you do. Hit the like button, man, on this Good Friday for your boy. And we're going to keep doing what we're doing, man. As we wrap up, we're going to see what fight this guy actually takes moving forward, man. I just want to see guys fight fighters that want to fight them. You get what I'm saying? And real briefly, last topic I bring up. So look, I'm starting to feel like Teo and Shakur is not going to happen. Starting to feel like that even more now because of what he doing and how he moving. Hopefully this don't mean nothing and we can still see that fight, but I wouldn't hold my breath, man. You can't ban on Teo. I ain't seen the strap overalls on since Chris Cross. Oh man, remember that? That was that shit back in the day too, man. That was that joint back in the day. Chris Cross. That was that joint. But look, real quick, Lamont Roach had went on the podcast and he say, but I was out of shape. He said, yeah, hit you this, but I was out of shape. But shout out to Lionel, man. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit that like button, sub to the channel, and turn y'all notifications on. If anybody in here ain't got y'all notifications on, make sure y'all do. But we're gonna play this clip, man. Lamont said he wanted to fight a certain somebody at 140. And, you know, it's a guy that not too many people call.
The next big fight, you think, you know, obviously you get past Pitbull. If you can get past that test, what's the next big fight for Lamont Roach?
The next big fight for me is what will be in line next. If I'm the interim champion at 140, the WBC, Subriel Matias. But personally, me, I want to fight Gary Antuanne Russell. And I like before this fight arose, I literally called him out. So that's a big fight. To me, that's a big fight.
You see it, man. Homie said he want Gary Antuanne Russell. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland. He said he wanted Gary Antuanne Russell. Not too many people calling that guy's name out. Lamont Roach, man. I just want to see him continue to get his opportunities. He made the most out of the Tank fight. He's moving on. He getting Pitbull. I expect him to be Pitbull. I ain't trying to say Pitbull ain't shit, but styles make fights. I think, you know, Lamont Roach got all the tools that he need to beat a guy like Pitbull, and I think he will beat him. It was some confusion because he was saying he would beat it was an intern for the WBC lightweight title. So people be getting it confused. Lightweight, super lightweight, however you want to look at it. Super lightweight is clearly 140, right? But he, in a different interview, he said lightweight, WBC lightweight title. And I was thinking that's obviously Shakur's belt. But this fight is going to be at 140. Why they both fighting at 140 when they're not 40 pounders is beyond me. I don't get it. That's another reason, y'all, why I feel like PBC could be throwing him a bone. He ain't a 140, but neither is Pitbull. Yeah, he said 140. So that's why he started talking about Subriel Matias. Like, with, you know what I'm saying, with the WBC strap and possibly fighting yeah, that's what he's talking about, fighting Matias. But he said he hit the fight he won is Gary Antuanne. So yeah. So it's a little bit of confusion, Kyle, because he was saying, I heard him specifically say lightweight WBC lightweight title, intern title. He ain't say no super lightweight. He said lightweight. So now he talking about, he made it specific that he's at 140. So you at 140, I don't see it, you know. It's gonna be tough up there, man. Gary Antuanne Russell was a tough fight for him, but I respect it too, because Not too many people calling him out. I don't see Lamont as a clout chaser. I think if he's saying it, he mean it. I think if he gets the opportunity, he'll take it. Roach need to let that 130 strike. I think so too, official everything. I think he need to leave that alone. Yeah, I like it. He said Russell, Subriel Matias. He's saying the names that people respect. Russell, Subriel, those are the guys he want to fight. Those are the guys he want to fight. The Russells, the Subriel Matias. Said, okay. Fight Subriel then. My pops named all his kids Gary, respectfully. Right. MMA got hotter roster than boxing by far. I mean, look, man, I just support sports, Hakeem, man. I don't really care that MMA got a hotter roster. I mean, that's your opinion. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'll give you some facts. If MMA's so hot, why do they biggest stars leave the MMA and come to boxing for their opportunities? Get what I'm saying? We like MMA. We rock with it. We support them because fighting is fighting. But, combat sports is combat sports. I respect them all. But, I love boxing, man, because they can get paid for they chunk of flesh, they pound of flesh that they donating to the sport. And MMA, guys all the time complain about not getting what they supposed to get paid, not getting their just due. And I hate it. Respect that. Russell and Matias, both tough fighters. Facts, Mike. It's safe to say that I think Lamont Roach is a guy that wants that smoke. He did an interview with Akin Barak. This is what he said on here.
In the 6th round, I would knock him out in the 6th round. He don't got enough for me.
Now it's time to play the standing 8. We're going to give you 8 names, and you got to tell us how a fight would have ended up against you. All right? Because we're going to throw some legends in there. You ready? The hardest, Roberto Duran.
Yeah, majority decision, me.
Pernell Whitaker.
What year?
Prime Pernell Whitaker.
Prime Sweet Pea?
You could say you could lose.
Me.
Oh,
I'm
for
not
him.
never gonna say lose.
Sweet Pea, though. Not Sweet Pea.
Never.
Bro. Damn.
Oh,
Right.
man.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.
KO, Roach.
Ooh, what?
Prince Nassim Hamed.
KO, Roach. That's my favorite fighter, though. That's so crazy.
A word? Prince?
Yes, that's my favorite fighter.
Ryan Garcia.
KO, first round.
Marcos Antonio Barrera.
Unanimous decision, Roach.
Vasily Lomachenko. Prime Lomachenko.
Prime Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. So I'm going to say unanimous decision, Roach.
Okay, the last one. How does this fight end? Gary Russell Jr.
Roach.
KO Floyd is wild, ain't it?
Oh, he picked the round.
KO 6, like in the 6th round. I would knock him out in the 6th round.
Russell
he don't got enough for me. He's no.
Man, they ain't got enough for him, G. Said maybe get Prince and Ryan, in my opinion, yeah, but they ain't getting no Floyd and Sweet Pea. He said, what year? Yo, Sweet Pea, one of them guys. But shout out to Lamont Roach, man. I just like to see him getting his interviews in. That stuff is funny. That's good content, man. Good conversation. He said, you told bro talking about the roster. You mean like the girls, Hakeem, you mean good looking girls. Nah, shout out to the MMA, but boxing got some nice ones too. We got Bumgardner coming up on Jake and Tank, man. Huh? I know you're gonna be looking at that way in. And I missed it. You say KO Floyd. Yeah, I'll play it again for you, official everything. We at the end. Shout out to everybody that continues to pull up and rock out with your boy. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. Yeah, no, we don't care. We just build, man. But I played one more game. Oh, shit. Did I delete it? I think I deleted it that quick. Yeah, to make room. I got a habit. But yeah, he said he had KO Floyd. They had KO Floyd. Say KO Ryan. He said he had KO Gary Russell, too. Mr. Gary Russell in 6 rounds. Ryan in the first. Word. He had beat Sweet Pea. You know what I mean? He's talking his shit a little bit. It's funny. And Roach out here talking shit. You gotta love it. That's me. Gotta love it, yo. Gotta love it, Roach. Roach out here talking his shit. I like it, man. I like Roach. I like Roach for that trash he be talking, man. Talk that trash, Roach. Talk it. Let me get this out here with T.O., little silly ass. And then T.O. out here, man. Look at this, man. Manny mess around and put them bangs on T.O. Beat his ass.
Live, only on the zone, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr.
Man, he was out there. He out there. Him and Manny, man. Manny messed around and sleep his ass.
You know, an undefeated fighter, hadn't fought that tough competition, really didn't know what to do.
That's another conversation for another day.
Live, only on the zone, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at thezone.com.
Oh man. Ain't gonna clip. We just get into the clip, shall we?
What do you think? What would be the next opponent for you?
I need first see how ends the fight of Norman and Haney. They are fight for world championship in WBO, and after this, I can tell you who gonna be next.
Oh man. Hey y'all, we got a challenge, man. Karen said he need to see who gonna win out of Haney and Norman. He wants smoke, bro. Y'all gotta deal with Karen, bro. See who else could give Karen a good scrap, man. Remember we was on Boots' helmet for the Karen shit. Said damn what the judge said. But Whitaker beat a fresh Oscar, but Mayweather had the harder time with the older Oscar. My opinion, hey, look, I know that's your opinion, Mike, but it's a valid ass opinion, bro. Because I've seen the fights, and it's so funny, Mike. This is how real it is. I just watched a documentary of Sweet Pea yesterday, just comfortably. I found a channel that had like a documentary. Went through his wins and all that stuff, and you know they showed the Oscar one. You know they robbed him. 100% he beat the Oscar, prime Oscar. He was older when Floyd fought him, and yes, Floyd had a tougher time, bro. He did. Sweet Pea beat him more convincingly to me. Floyd beat him, but it was still really competitive because of style. Styles make fights, and Oscar would, as long as he got gas in the tank, his style could be troublesome, right? For a guy like Floyd that don't throw a lot, he could take advantage of it. Oscar was aggressive. He took chances. You know what I mean? He had heart, but once he slowed down, Floyd started picking him apart. But that never happened with, Sweet Pea and Oscar. I just thought Sweet Pea just outclassed Oscar completely, and they robbed him because Oscar was obviously the more popular guy. You know what I'm saying? But Sweet Pea on everything, Sweet Pea beat him. And they robbed Sweet Pea a couple times. I think his first loss was a robbery. Sweet Pea first loss ever was a robbery. I think it was Sweet Pea. Yeah, his first loss ever, I believe, was a robbery. Yeah. I heard somebody mention it, Damon. I don't know how valid that is, though, man. If Loma come back and fight Manny, we jumping him, man. We gonna jump Loma and Manny, bro. They better not. Nobody got time to be playing with them. Oscar in his prime was a prime. Absolutely, Shelly, a fucking beast. Once upon a time, Oscar was one of my favorite fighters to watch, bro. He's straight dog, bro. Straight up dog, Oscar is. Oscar's a straight up dog, man. Fought them all. I got nothing but respect for Oscar the fighter. Even Oscar the promoter, it's easy to disrespect people, but I know people got all the this Tony Montana jokes and all that. But Oscar seemed like a solid dude, and he's been a part of this business for years and years. So yeah, and he was with the shit. He was with it. Oscar was a real one, man. There's not too many fighters like Oscar. Ain't too many Oscar De La Hoyas, man. It ain't. He was the golden boy for real. He really was. It's just easy to forget about people like the work they put in when, you know what I mean? It's easy to overlook. But real quick, we was talking about Haney and Norman, right? And Karen Shadasia and say he waiting.
Okay, Devin Haney is the superior boxer. Let's be real. Is he gonna be in a fight like somebody trying to take his chain, like somebody trying to take his car? Is he gonna get busy? That's what we want to see. We want to see, we know Devin Haney could box, but Brian Norman, after his father got slammed, he got slammed. He's not making it no fight, y'all. He's not going to make a boxing match. It's not going to be pretty. This going to be war. And I want to see if Devin Haney has the mental aptitude to say, like, you know what, yo, this boxing shit ain't working, man. Let me just try to knock this dude Brian Norman out. Let me do something that nobody never saw coming. They never saw me come to him and try to destroy him. He do that, he's back on.
Shout out to the boxing boys, yo. The people that be calling that show be funny, bro. Nah, I don't know if it's in his best interest. Standing in the pocket and my bad, y'all. Can y'all hear me? I hope my audio sound all right. But yeah, I don't think that's in his best interest to fight that way. I think he better put together a game plan. He better come to box Brian Norman, take chances. He's gonna have to mix it up. It's not no one game plan. I think is gonna be enough. If he come out and he moving the entire time and not being steady, strong in his spot, I think he'll get hurt by Brian Norman. I really do. He really gotta. They reels be really good, official everything. I gotta start breaking down my long ass shows into more content myself, man. I'll get to it, man. I'm gonna get on it. We're gonna make some changes. We're gonna get to it. But yeah, man, that's a risky way to fight. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna have to slug a little bit. And yeah, that's me. He gonna have to take some chances, is what I call it. Not so much slug, but he gonna have to stand his ground in spots. He gonna have to take chances. He gonna have to try to be the boss in there. He's going to have to try to force Brian Norman at times on his back foot. If he spin this fight on his back foot and Brian Norman got to go get him, he in trouble. I think he in trouble either way. Respect to Haney. But again, y'all, my assessment is not because I'm sleeping on Haney and overrating Brian Norman. It's because Brian Norman, if you look at the last 3 fights or so, he's been looking better than he's ever looked. He's consistently progressing. You look at Devin Haney, last 2-3 situations, you know what I mean? You got Regis, you got Ryan, and then you got Ramirez. Look at them last 3 fights, and then look at, Brian Norman's last 3 where he been counted out against Antuanne in his backyard, stopped him. Get him saying? Went over to stop Cuevas, and then went over to Japan and punched 6 weeks of memory out of Sasaki. That dude different, man. And right now he got more confidence than he's ever had, and he see what Devin Haney looked like in his last fight. He know he don't look the same since the Ryan fight. That's in the back of his mind. Like, he coming in there with a lot of confidence. Devin Haney going to have to strip him of the confidence because Brian Norman is going to be confident that he can not only beat him up, but hurt him and stop him. Hey, man. Hey, Shelton, man. We saying the same thing, bro. Yeah. Keep absolute facts, bro. I said it. Box at times, stand his ground. You got to mix it up. No one game plan that I think is going to work. You got to be able to push Brian Norman back, keep him thinking, keep him all balanced. If you can consistently do that and cause trouble, then maybe you could carve out a lane where you can win this fight. But all that 50-50 fight shit, I don't know about that. I don't know if a fight could be 50-50 if one of the guys that we saying is 50% of the fight is not at 100% of himself, if that makes sense. He hasn't shown 100% of himself in the last time you've seen him. Then the time before that, he was getting knocked all around the ring. So I don't know, man. I don't know what condition mentally that Devin Haney is in, but we gonna find out. We gonna find out. We damn sure gonna find out. We're gonna find out come fight night. We'll find out what kind of condition he in and if he's really ready to go through the fire. Haney has to circle Norman, better not back out. Haney only throw 1 punch at a time. That's not gonna work either. 12, I don't think so. But shout out to Sam Notes, who got a fight coming up against the young, hungry Abdullah Mason. He sparred a certain somebody from Brick City that people love to hate. Let's see what he had to say about it.
I swear, I won in camp. It was in January, yeah. And I'm a normal geezer outside the camp, boys. I'm not going to lie to you.
Up too much,
no, I'm always on weight, though, yeah. And we were sat down for a Chinese because my weights are good. I sat down for the Chinese, yeah, and I'm picking up my chicken ball, and he phone goes, he's like, "You're sparring tomorrow?" And I'm like, oh, "All right." I said, "Who am I sparring?" He goes, "Shakur." And I'm like, you don't mean Shakur Stevenson, do you? And he goes, yeah, he's come down the gym. And I was thinking, oh, mate. I put my food down. He was like, what's up with you? I said, I've got a spar tomorrow. I said, oh, you'll be all right. You only sparring one of the boys in the gym. I said, no.
One of the pound for pound best fighters in the world.
The boy of the gym.
Yeah, and then he obviously come down and he was like, right, we're going to do 4-minute rounds. And I was like, 4-minute rounds?
Whose idea was that?
Of course it was.
I
never said I wanted to do that. And then
blimey.
obviously, so now I'm thinking, right, I would have done 8 threes. Would have been hard, but I'd have been able to gauge where I'm at for the 3-minute rounds. And then he threw this 4-minute round in the work, and I'm thinking, mate. And then the first 2 rounds, I didn't do nothing. I thought, right, I'll just tuck up, not get it. And then it was nice, one, to be able to hit him occasionally. But I'll tell you what, the geezer's positioning of foot, his footwork, I swear, I could see his head.
Always, no matter where you put,
just little movements as well, isn't it?
Literally,
it's that lead hand control. It's so clever.
His foot was always on the outside.
That's what I mean. I remember having him on the ropes, and I could see where his head was. And I swear, I'm thinking, right, I just couldn't get him. I just couldn't get him. And I was thinking, mate.
Man, so moral of the story is that boy from North, that kid from North, you can't hit him. My guy Reese said, shout out to big homie Pillowface. Did you hear Sam Noakes sit there? Hey, y'all, did you hear Sam Noakes sit there and say, man, Pillowface, he can't punch. He's not good. He's soft. He said that man wanted to do 4-minute rounds. He said, I didn't agree to that. 4-minute rounds. Man, dude want to do 4-minute rounds. He want to get that work in. One thing about Shakur, he gonna test himself. He gonna try you. He gonna test you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try. You gonna want to spar. That they say the man don't turn down no smoke with nobody. You could be 2-3 weight classes bigger. He's still gonna spar you. He's been in the gym with Jared Anderson with the clock turned off, asking to be hit. Dude ain't got it all, man. Corby on some different shit. He's very competitive and he want to prove himself. And because of that, I think that's what makes him great. I think his willingness to want to be better than the guy that's standing on the other side of him, it makes him great. It's not a jealousy thing. It's just like, look, I work hard. I'm great at this shit, and I know I am, and I can beat you, and I want to prove it. And that's what I love about the youngin' the most, man, his mentality and the willingness to want to prove that he the best thing in the ring. Shout out to Sam Noakes, who going to have got his hands full when he go up against Abdullah Mason come November 22nd. You know what I mean? Next month, it's going to be a hell of a fight, and I can't wait to see it. But salute to everybody that pulled up for another build. I appreciate all y'all. Just gonna keep doing what we doing, one build at a time, getting to what we need to get to, y'all. I appreciate and much love to everybody in the chat. You know we gonna keep building, man. You know what? We gonna pop up tomorrow. We gonna make sure we grinding, man. No days off. We'll be back tomorrow. We gonna build on this sport of boxing. We missed Thursday, but we'll be back. Y'all already know. So with that, make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this Friday, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fan.
Representing Brick City,
Finding those levels, too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with a straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.